Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. If the crime is homicide, 3 factors are involved in its solution. The corpse, or the victim, the perpetrator, or the murderer, and the investigation, or the detectives involved in it. In this case, there are Captain Ben Trock and Detective Enrico Alvira. The victim, in a sense, we know. His body is there, but his identity is a question mark. The murderer, of course, we do not know until we have traced a strange journey back through time to a dreadful secret hidden in the past.
I was just thinking, Rico.
What, Captain?
I got a hunch finding out who isn't going to be the answer in this case. It's going to be why.
So?
So if my guy with the expensive taste is the culprit, he's a boy with clout and connections. We're going to need a strong case to pin anything on him. Just keep your fingers crossed we can dig up anything that's good.
Our mystery drama, Dead Men Do Tell Tales, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Mason Adams. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and X-Lax. I'll be back shortly with Act One. This is a story told by a man who is already dead. You'll have to accept that fact, since none of us can really change it. He is a haunted man, haunted by some dreadful memory we can't imagine yet, which accounts for the fact that he is restless and will not stay decently quiet in the grave. Possibly it has something to do with the manner of his going. Possibly we will find out the whole story if we just listen to him, as we're about to do now.
The winds were blowing to rattle the teeth that night. And in my fender mirror, I could see him dancing in the breeze, as if he had no care in the world. They ordered me to pull the truck away, and I obeyed. But shame so hot it burned my whole body. Jim Young's head was cocked to one side, as if to say, "Why me? And how could you do it?" And I wanted to scream out the answer. It was none of my doing. It wasn't me. But no matter how much I protest, that night rubbed off on me a stain I couldn't wash away. Maybe I couldn't have changed anything then. But now, near 20 years later, I have exacted retribution from all but one. And like everything else, it seems, as always, he's ended up the winner.
Hello, Sam.
What are you doing here?
You gave me a gun. You wanted me to use it.
On yourself.
I've changed our minds. It's simpler to use it on you.
Detective Squad, Sergeant Rivera speaking. Oh, yeah, Pete. Yeah. Okay, on my way.
What you got, Rico?
Homicide, Captain. No identification.
Vagrant?
How many vagrants you know wear a money belt with $8,925, huh?
I think I'll check this one out myself. What'd the doc say?
2 shots, Captain. One shattered the, what do you call in the front here?
Breastbone?
Nah, the doc called it something else.
Sternum?
That's it, yeah.
So I go to the head of the class. Advantages of a college education. Is that the one that killed him?
Yeah. Doc says he must have driven all the pieces of bone like buckshot into the heart.
Well, what about the other bullet?
Well, it went through him just above the left hip. No damage. Ballistics found the bullet in a chest of drawers, 38, Probably short barrel.
Well, at least we know something about the killer.
Oh, what?
He was no professional. 2 shots point blank, that far apart.
Point blank?
Powder burns on his shirt.
Oh, of course, yeah. Also, he was no stranger.
How do you figure?
He opened the door, didn't he? Stepped back to let the guy in.
How can you tell that?
The angle, the way he fell, the bullet that went through him ended up in the front of the bottom drawer of that chest of the drawers.
Now, you go to the head of the class. Smart boy, Rico.
I learned it all from you. The master detective, Captain Ben Truck.
Got the crime solved in a flash. Now, all we got to do is peg who did it and who it was done to. Let's start with the victim. Who is he?
Like I said, no identification. Either he hadn't any or someone didn't want him to be identified.
Okay, Rico, amigo. Let's start digging. We could begin with the landlady. And you didn't hear any shots, Mrs. Klein?
Shots? Why would I hear shots from 8 to 3:30 with the volume turned down so I don't have to answer the phone?
How was that again, Captain?
Her hearing aid. The hard hat's next door tearing down the building. So she can live in peace and quiet. During their working hours, she turns off her hearing aid.
So she didn't hear any shots?
And no shots. Did you see anyone come into the building this afternoon?
Certainly I saw people. Him. Mr. Small, the man who got himself murdered. And my 4th floor back with a toothache, and Mrs. Boblinski, she had to walk her dog. Mrs. Pycross, she wants her toilet fixed. And then there was the guy
I meant like strangers.
Oh. Phone man for Mr. Hicksby. 3rd floor front. He's a new man.
Check that, Rico.
I got it.
And that's all I've seen. From Trombone, I got my soaps.
For what?
She follows the daytime television serials.
You want to know my favorite?
I'd rather you didn't tell me. I wouldn't want it to spoil the others for me. So his name is Mr. Small. Any first name?
He didn't tell me.
You never got around to a first-name basis.
What?
Consider I didn't say it. So you don't know his first name?
I didn't say that.
Excuse me. You do know it?
Well, I suppose. Sam. After all, his boss wouldn't know who would.
You're so right. Isn't she, Rico?
Of course, Captain.
And while we're on the subject of names, would you know his boss's name?
Yeah, some kind of foreign name like Nettie.
Nettie. Or would you have any idea what kind of business or an address?
No, I wrote down the phone number.
Would you have it?
I give it to Mr. Small. I mean, I think maybe it was an extends exchange. I didn't pay too much, never mind. Oh, yeah, I remember he called it was something to do with when he would have some name or other's car to be ready.
That checks out, Rico. You notice Sam Small's hands?
Yeah, it's real well manicured, but you could see he was a man who worked with them. The dark shade under the nails and by the cuticles. I figured maybe a mechanic.
You better check out old repair shops that might have an Escam's exchange. Or that are run or franchised by a guy named Nettie.
Can do. On my way. Hasta luego.
Mrs. Klein, about the visitors. You're sure you haven't forgotten anyone you didn't know that you might have seen in the building?
Anybody I see I don't know gets a bum's rush. Careful you think a widow woman's got to be.
Very careful, Mrs. Klein.
Well, it ain't easy. I mean, for all poor Jake tried to do, God rest his soul, there wouldn't be anyone better. Such a good man. I don't know where the world is going now. It's just not the same.
I know how you feel. What do people our age know about where the youth is going? Let me take your handkerchief and help you over so you could wash your face.
Why, you're a real gentleman.
I try to help. That's nice.
What?
This handkerchief I'm smelling, that's your perfume?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody dropped this someplace. I picked it up. It's a beautiful handkerchief.
I wonder which one of your tenants dropped it.
My tenant. A special piece of cambric linen like this. It has a monogram. H.R.M.
This might be a piece of evidence. You don't mind if I take this?
Well, of course I mind. Well, what am I going to do? Fight City Hall?
Hey, Luigi, move. We got to finish. Yeah, what do you want, mister?
Your name, Nettie?
Yeah, that's me. So, what do you want?
Police.
Oh, I got enough trouble already. I need you. Now what?
You got a guy who works for your name, Sam Small?
Sure. Best mechanic I ever had. What happened to him?
What do you mean, what happened?
Well, Mr. Bemmerman, he's waiting for his Mercedes, and Sammy's not here. That figures. You find a master mechanic out of the blue. There's got to be something wrong. He comes to work with you.
He's dead, Mr. Nettie.
Dead?
2 bullets in him. What do you know about him?
Me? What do I know about anything? You try to run a repair shop? Oh, what am I going to do now about Mr. Bemmerman and his Mercedes?
That's a question you have to answer. I still want to know about this guy Small. Where did he come from, and how come you hired him?
Well, I got a brother in Fort Berry, Texas. He got a shop like mine. He write me a letter saying this guy's coming here to San Felipe. He said, Guido, you better grab this paisan. He's one fine mechanic. You don't find no better.
So you hired him?
Well, sure.
When?
Oh, 2, maybe 3 months ago.
I'm going to want to know all you know about this guy Sam Small.
It ain't much.
I'll take anything you got. You want to go have coffee?
No, come by the office. Not so much noise, eh? See, one Sunday I'm all alone here pumping gas. I'm filling the car and the bus goes past. He must have got off, but I don't see him until the car leaves. And he's standing right there with a couple of bags in his hand. Yes, mister. Can I help you?
Excuse me, but are you Mr. Guido Basso?
Sure, that's me.
You have a brother in Port Barre, Texas, named Luigi?
Well, sure. What's it to you?
I thought perhaps he wrote to you about me. My name is Sam Small.
Hey, the mechanic.
That's my business.
Good business for me, too. You're just what I need. Hey, you want to start tomorrow?
Suit me just fine.
Let's go in the office. You give me the Social Security number, and here, I'll take one of your bags.
No, I can manage.
No, let me help. Hey, Sam, you got a place to stay?
Well, not yet.
I got plenty of room in my place. 3rd floor, own apartment, 3 rooms, $225 a month. Hey, you want to take a look?
I reckon I better find my own place.
Oh, what's the matter? Too much? I make it $200 even.
Well, it isn't that, Mr. Nettie. It's just that I'm pretty much of a loner, and I have things to do to finish up. It's better that I stay to myself.
Hey, kid, pazzo, porco.
What happened?
Hard thing to make the door close. The spring is too strong. I'm sorry, I spilled all your things.
I'll get him. Don't you worry.
He moved so quick, he pushed me out of the way. But not before I see a gun right there on the ground. So maybe, Senor Policeman, that means something to you. I never found out why he carried it or anything about him, except he was one damn fine mechanic.
This gun, it was a handgun?
See, a revolver, you call, huh?
Something like this?
Yeah, see, just like that.
You know if he ever carried it?
No.
No, you don't know, or no, he didn't?
He didn't have it.
How can you be sure?
Because I asked him not to. I don't like guns. And every day I check.
What do you suppose he had a gun for?
Search me.
I wonder where it was when he could have used it maybe to defend himself. You know if he kept it at his place?
No, I never been there.
You know the address?
Summer Street, I think. And the phone number, I have that.
You've been at the station here all day?
I see.
How about lunch?
Oh, well, I'm out about 1 hour.
Yeah, when?
Usual time, 12 to 1. Maybe a little more. I am the boss.
You go home?
No, I bring him a lunch. Then I go sit in the park where there is sun. I am alone. No noise, you know.
Yes, I know. It's like the next best thing to an alibi.
An alibi? Hey, what you talking about? You think I killed Sam?
I don't know. Did you?
No. Why should I?
I got no answers. Right now, there ain't anything but questions.
A strange and tortuous story, as I first suggested to you, twisting through the labyrinths of the human soul, sneaking and skulking from the bright light of anything, most of all, truth, and adding up at last to a retribution that Our Lady with the Scales may have to wink at behind the bandage over her eyes. I shall return shortly with Act 2. murder has been done, leaving in its train the 5 W's. Who, where, when, what, and why. Well, so far we know where and what the weapon was, and some idea of when. Somewhere between 12 and 1 p.m., according to the medical examiner. Now there remains the double question, who and why? For the moment, our investigators, Detective Sergeant Elvira and Captain Trock, are concerned with the who.
Where are we headed, Captain?
I don't know about you, Rico. Me, precinct, report, and home to dinner.
What about the case?
What about it? Not much more we can do till tomorrow.
You figured the landlady or the guy who runs the service station?
You don't count anybody out. I like the lead I got here best.
What?
The little square of white linen.
The handkerchief?
That's it. Whoever dropped anything this fancy didn't belong in that crummy house except for a special reason. I'm just glad they left their calling card.
How are you going to trace them? Through the, what you call that thing?
The monogram. We have his initials. These are hand-embroidered, custom-made handkerchiefs. Probably all his haberdashery. Shorts, shirts, ties. That means special orders. Shouldn't be too hard to trace. And the clincher could be the perfume.
Perfume?
Here. Smell.
Yeah. High and fancy.
That's no toilet water. Straight essence. Like $50 an ounce.
I see what you mean. The hombre didn't belong in that punk neighborhood. Expensive taste. What was he doing there?
What was a grease monkey who travels light doing with all that dough in a money belt?
Blackmail?
It's one answer. It's one game where you always take the chance of ending up with your head in a basket.
Okay, Captain. You check out the perpetrator, and I'll concentrate on the victim.
I got a hunch finding out who isn't going to be the answer in this case. It's going to be why.
So?
So if my guy with the expensive taste is the culprit, he's a boy with clout and connections. We're going to need a real strong case to pin anything on him. Just keep your fingers crossed that we can dig up anything that good.
I wanted to call out from the grave and tell him the truth. You know? No, how could you know? Are there any others of you who have died before their time? Who hang in this half-world between heaven and hell, lost among the stars, waiting for some final act of justice you left undone? Like me, Sam Small? Or waiting and praying that 2 hard-working detectives can finish the job you left behind? How could I have failed at the last? He should have been the easiest of all. Remember back to how it all began.
I just don't understand you, Sam Small. What do you mean, pick up stakes and leave Borden?
Just what I said, Beth Ann.
But what for? You'll just begin to do real fine. And Chrissy's starting high school. She'll be graduated by 1964, and she'll want to be among her friends.
I know. I'm asking a lot of my wife and my daughter. But I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't a thing that, well, I felt I had to ask.
But what's suddenly the matter with Borden? Both born, brought up right here. We've always loved it. And each other. What has changed everything all of a sudden?
Borden has changed, Beth Ann. People change. Time to move.
I declare I don't know what's gotten into you. Nothing has changed about Borden.
A lot of unrest here now, Beth Ann.
You mean Governor Fulbus? All that fussing about whether a Negro has a right to a decent education?
Sort of.
What, Sam? That is nothing to run scared about. That's been coming for years. Well, you ought to take an example from Henry Martin, some of your friends and neighbors, about how to make peace and bring harmony.
Henry Martin? And my other friend?
Well, yes. Well, people like Alan Porter and Jacob Bett and Fred LeMay and all.
You think these men have any conscience about the black man?
Yes, I think in the past month they've seen the light.
Seen the light?
Well, you don't talk to any of them. At least they're out doing something about things in the world. That's more than I can say about you. Between your working at your old gas station, shining up your old cars, you don't seem to have time for anything, including me and Chrissy.
I got a lot on my mind, Beth. And I'm begging you to listen to me. And it won't be off of my mind till I get away from Borden for good.
But what makes you think any town be better than your own home one? I swear, Sam Small, you ain't been the same man since the night of Magnolia Griffith's marriage. Where'd you disappear to that night anyway?
I can't tell you.
Why, are you ashamed of something?
Supposing I was.
It wouldn't have to do with Carrie Sue Griffith.
What do you mean?
That little tramp, Magnolia's sister. Oh, I wouldn't put anything past her. You know, there are a lot of rumors about that party after the wedding, and the Lord knows almost anything could be true. The way all of you boys, married and otherwise, used to look at her with your eyes.
Beth, for heaven's sake, I wasn't even at the wedding. You know I was working late at the station that night.
You said you were.
I wouldn't lie to you.
All right, then. Tell me the truth about why you want to leave Borden.
I can't.
That's not good enough.
It's going to have to be. Because I'm telling you, Beth, if I'm ever to lift up my head again, we've got to go.
All right. Because I'm your wife and I love you, I'll go with you. But whatever it is, Sam, I'm going to tell you something what my pappy would have said. You got to face down things. You got something riding on your back. Don't do no good to run. It'll just keep traveling along right with you.
I should have listened to her. But how could I, running as scared as I was? Somehow, after Borden, nothing was the same. And I didn't blame Beth when she finally asked for the divorce. By that time, I bought the first of the guns. And I was in Chaparral, Texas. And that's where I met up with Jacob Vetter. And the whole idea came to me. How I could cleanse my soul. Jake Vetter.
Sam Small, what are you doing here?
I live here. Anyways, I work here. You?
Oh, just moving some. Ain't heard hiding a hair of you since you pulled up stakes from Borden.
I've done a power of traveling.
Seems like a lot of us have.
What do you mean?
Al Porter, Sam Palerno, Fred LeMay, Arnie Jensen, Doug McFarland. Pretty near all of us who, you know, all of us who were there that night.
How about Henry?
Well, now, Henry, he was still around when I pulled up stakes. I'd have thought you knew that.
How come?
Well, after you and your missus broke up, she come back on home to Borden, and Henry and she, well...
You trying to tell me they're married?
You didn't know?
Oh, damn me for a sinner every which way I turn.
Oh, don't take it so much to heart. You got dealt the roughest hand. I tell you, Sam, if I had it to... What's that you got there?
A gun. 38 short barrel. You want to take a man out, this would be just the handiest little weapon you could have close up. Especially if the man was yourself.
What you got in mind, Sam?
Blowing my brains out. That is until you showed up.
Sam? You're not going to kill me?
No, sir, Jake. No, sir, I'm not. Till you showed up, it was me I figured to do away with. But of a sudden, I got to thinking. There's a heavy burden bearing on all our minds. And we ain't never going to live at peace with it. There's only one way for all of us that were there that night. To find peace in our souls and a life hereafter.
How?
You brought me a kind of call, Jake. Now I know where the rest of my life is at. Here.
What? I don't want no gun.
They that live by the sword shall die by it. The only way you'll ever put your conscience to rest. It took Jake pretty near 3 weeks to make up his mind. Or for me to make it up for him. But I raised the sight of Jim Young so clear in his mind, it haunted him night and day, till the only way to get peace was... He used the gun I gave him. And that's what moved me on to the next step. I counted up how many were there that night. And how many I could figure out were still left. I figured that till all of them were gone, the ghost would never be laid to rest. I bought me 5 short-barreled 38s. And I started out on a journey to pass 'em out, to be used. A journey that took me 12 years, right up to the day before yesterday. And my death.
Morning, Captain.
Morning, Rico. Sorry I'm late. Anything new on the Sam Small homicide?
Couple of things. Did you get a make on who owned the handkerchief yet?
Yeah, I found out the manufacturer. They keep a list of their monogram customers. I'm waiting to get a rundown on who HRM is and how many of them there are. Now, what have you got?
A bunch of stuff. I just don't know what it adds up to. Here's the file.
Let's lug it into my office and get away from this racket.
Like I told you, I had the hunch the guy might have had military service. Through his fingerprints, I dug up his record.
No doubt he is Sam Small. We knew that within 36 hours after we found him.
I dug a couple of other things out of the record, too. He was married and divorced, had one kid.
What happened to his wife?
I'm still digging on that. I'm waiting for the telex from Borden.
Where?
Borden, Mississippi, where Sam Small comes from. Born there.
He's come a far piece since then.
You should know how far. Up till now, I traced him to 4 other towns besides this, not to mention his service in Korea. This man has done some traveling.
Any notion why he cleared out of these other burgs?
Quien sabe. Except that my hunch is it has to do with these.
What are they?
Newspaper clippings. Found them in an envelope inside the dresser. When the killer ransacked it, they must have caught in the back of the drawer and fallen behind.
Santa Pina Record, June 14th, 1968. New Mexico mourns. Judge Douglas McFarland commits suicide.
Muscatine Graphic, 8 February 1970. Business executive, a suicide. Fred LeMay, president of Oklahoma Security and Homeowners, died this morning from a gunshot wound.
Okay. Other towns, other dates, other men. Suicides, apparently. So what?
You notice the weapon used in each case?
Yeah. A short barrel 38. What does that prove?
Why would he save these clippings, huh? Here. One is even a bum. This Jake Vetter in Chaparral, Texas. Where would he get a gun?
You figure Small would have any other connection with them besides saving the clippings?
I don't know. I'm working on that.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Put him on. It's my guy calling from County-Honors about the handkerchief. Yes, hello. Right, this is Captain Trot speaking. You did? That's fine. That many? Oh, from all over the country. I see. Are there any from right here? There is one. Good. May I have his name and address, please? Henry Roberts Martin. No, that's all right. I don't need the address. I know it. Yes, thanks. I'll arrange for someone to pick up the list and have it telexed on to me. Thank you.
Looks like maybe you caught yourself a murderer.
It looks like I caught myself a bull by the tail. You know who Henry Roberts Martin is?
Hey, you don't mean the police commissioner himself?
And the candidate for the next governor of this state.
Oh, man, you don't have that toro by the tail. He's just about ready to run up your nose.
The immortal Mr. Sullivan of Gilbert and Sullivan fame, at a point in the Mikado when the plot is incredibly complicated, has his principals sing a trio in which each laments in turn, here's a howdy-do, here's a pretty mess, and here's a state of things. I suppose our American equivalent at this given moment in our story would be, where do we go from here? I shall return shortly with Act 3. Captain Ben Trott is holding a very hot potato, and he knows it. The homicide of an obscure citizen with no apparent surviving family has slowly evolved into a nightmare. If the who in our famous 5 of W's is really the police commissioner and a candidate for governor of the state, what on earth is the why? What link buried deep in the past could tie the victim to this prominent and respected man? easiest way to find out is to continue our strange and twisted story.
What am I going to do now? Got to be a mistake somewhere.
Maybe someone else dropped it.
Who would have the commissioner's handkerchief?
His wife?
Why would she...
Look, you know better than me, Ben. You've been around him and his family, but that perfume...
Well, what about it?
Well, it's not very macho when you think of it. More like a woman's.
Maybe.
You know what kind of perfume Mrs. Martin was?
Well, offhand, I don't. But maybe I can find out. No way out of it. I'm going to have to ask the commissioner a couple of questions.
From the solid walls of my grave, I want to cry out in despair. I wanted only to bring justice to the guilty. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. How could I know it might reach out to the innocent? And of all people, who was more innocent than Beth Ann, who once had been my wife and all my living days was my love? She had been destroyed enough by the guilt of the past. How could I have brought the present down in ruins about her head as well? I remembered how secure I thought I was in that planned meeting in the park. Oh, Lord, so hard to think it was less than a month ago. Sam, you here? Are you alone?
Well, can't you see?
I don't trust you.
No more than I do you. But we got a little choice, have we?
You, less than I. Come here, out of the light into the bushes.
How can I be sure it's not a trap? Come on home with me where we can talk in private, Sam. If it is you...
And if I did, could I be sure that wasn't a trap?
What do you have to fear from me?
Only your fear of me. Because I can unmask you for what you are.
Sam, in the name of heaven, it's dead and gone 20 years or so ago. Can't we let it rest?
No!
Let's go back and discuss it. It's too open here.
All right, Henry. But just remember, I am armed. One false move, and you could be dead.
I'll take my chances. As I have coming to this meeting. If you wanted to kill me, you could easily have done so by now.
I don't want to kill you, Henry. I want you to kill yourself, like all the others. I am not here to exact vengeance, only to accomplish retribution.
And you really expect me to believe the incredible story you told me while we were driving home?
I'm quite sure you believe me.
You are serious. Trying to convince me that everyone who was there that night is dead.
Except you and me.
Well, I knew about Red Fulvus with the cancer and Butsy Stella and Correa and Skinny Ellis with the tuberculosis.
I reckon you could say they died natural deaths.
Well, what else would you say?
I'd say God took them in his own time. The others I took for him.
Now, I read the copies of the newspaper clippings you sent me. I thought they took their own lives.
Mostly they did, except Arnie Jensen. He didn't have the guts to pull the trigger, so I helped him step off his terrace 14 floors up.
Oh, hell, you did. Just who are you, Sam Small, to set yourself up as judge and executioner?
The way I see it, Henry, I'm neither. I'm only your conscience.
And what right have you to be there?
You all made me what I am. I didn't ask to be part of what you did. I begged you not to do it. But you made me part of your sin and tarred me with the same guilty secret all of you had to bear. It broke me, the innocent one, first, and ended my marriage and my home. And in the end, I came to see the only reason I had left to keep on living was to make all of you pay the same price you made poor Jim Young pay. You had to give your own lives.
Oh, you must be mad. Jim Young is dead and buried and forgotten. He only got what was coming to him.
He had no trial.
He didn't need one. The evidence was in.
And automatically, he was guilty.
Well, you doubt Carrie Sue Griffith's word?
When she cried rape against my friend Jim Young, yes.
Well, you forget it. The past is dead.
Oh, no, it ain't, Henry. I've been spending the last years making time wind up, and all the hens come home to roost. So I'm bringing you a present like I brought all the rest. I'm giving you this gun.
Why, thank you, Sam. Now the tables are turned. I could shoot you down like the dog you are.
You want to stain your soul twice? I don't think you dare. But you can go ahead if you want. I'm only living on borrowed time. I've been dead ever since the night you and your kind forced me to be part of the crime you committed. I'm offering you your only salvation. The way out everyone else took. If you don't want it, it's your own damnation. You can roast in hell for the rest of all eternity if you pull that trigger and send me to join Jim Young.
Damn it, he was a black man.
And I'm white? You think there's any difference in what color you kill? You're guilty just the same before the Lord. I turned and walked out of the room, leaving him with the drink in his hand, looking down at the gun. I was half blind, and at last it was all over, and I could go seek my own peace. I nearly stumbled over Beth Ann when she stopped me just before the outside door.
Sam.
Beth Ann?
I heard.
I'm sorry you did. I'm ashamed for the both of us.
I should have known all those years ago.
Maybe I should have told you. I didn't know how.
Oh, how could I ever have married him after you? If it helps any, I've hated him for years. I just didn't know how to bust loose.
And how about Chrissy?
Oh, no worry about her. She's safe, married with a fine boy. And she's got your grandchildren.
Sure would have liked to see them.
Well, why can't you?
No way. I gave them up with everything else that night.
Sam?
What?
Don't trust Henry. He doesn't have any conscience.
I'm his conscience, Beth Ann. He knows now he ain't got anything else as long as I'm alive. Because I can open up the truth and it will pull him down.
But he could kill you.
If he does, he kills his only hope for salvation.
You're sure you want to make this statement, Mrs. Martin?
I'm quite sure, Captain.
You followed your husband to this address without his knowledge. You were on the floor below when the deceased, Sam Small, opened his door. You heard the conversation you have reported to me.
I did, Captain Trump.
You had climbed as far as the floor below, the top floor, when you heard...
Who is it? Telegram from Mr. Sam Small.
You didn't have to play any tricks, Henry. You want to come in?
No. I want to get out. And this is the way.
Then what happened, Mrs. Martin?
I crouched on the landing below, not knowing what to do. No one else in the building was stirring. And then I climbed the stairs slowly to Sam's floor, and I listened at the door. There were sounds of things being overturned, banging, scraping, I don't know what. And then, suddenly, the door to the apartment was flung open with me hidden behind it, and my husband, Henry Martin, ran out and down the stairs as if all hell were after him.
Did you go into the apartment?
No, I couldn't. See, the door to the apartment had locked. But I could smell that a gun had been fired. I couldn't force my way in.
So you ran?
Yes.
Dropping one of your husband's handkerchiefs that you had borrowed as you did.
Well, I suppose so. I must have. Will you arrest him now?
On what evidence? It's highly circumstantial, Mrs. Martin. And on top of that, a wife cannot testify against her husband.
You don't believe me?
Of course I do.
But you can't think I'm guilty. Oh, Captain. To understand, you would have to have lived in Borden all those years ago. Everyone on edge, uptight, fired by fear of a race riot. The beginning of the 60s. Any torch could light an explosion. Borden was a small town, and the Griffiths' wedding was a mighty special event. So when Carrie Sue cried rape, who do you think was going to be blamed? Nobody any color this side a light tan. Everybody was roaring drunk, and poor black Jim Young was the one they chose to crucify. And Henry was the leading law and order man. He rounded up the lynch mob. They wanted a real neat hanging. So when they stopped for gas at Sam Small's place, they roped him into it so he'd bring his open truck. You see, that's a mighty good place for someone with a noose around his neck to stand before they drive it off and leave you swinging in the breeze. It was something poor Sam wanted no part of, but they forced him into it. And they threatened they'd kill me and Chrissy, too, if anyone else talked.
You knew about this man?
Oh, well, of course not. Not then. It was a secret buried as deep as Jim Young's body, but I know it now.
Like I said, ma'am, a wife cannot testify against her husband.
Then let us go home and see if he won't testify against himself. Henry, it's me, Beth.
Yes, I've been expecting you. Are the police with you?
Yes.
That's too bad. We might have had a more intimate farewell.
Check him, Rico. Are you all right, Mrs. Martin?
I'll manage.
Don't let her come in, Captain. In the temple. He's gone.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, I'm not. It's perhaps the one decent thing he's ever done.
Life is a vital force which can create and which can destroy. Too often, it is occupied with tragedy. Our story swept away the ordinary business of living and lifted a curtain on some people whose lives were scarred and doomed in a way I hope none of you may ever have to face. I'll be back shortly. Time after time, you come to my sanctum seeking stories, living vicariously the life of other people, or simply settling back and enjoying a good yarn. You may be amused, thrilled, scared, appalled, each by turn. I cannot promise you what tale will come your way when you knock on my door. You take your own chances every time the door creaks open. Like Pandora's box, you never know what will fly out. Our cast included Mason Adams, Howard Ross, Bob Caliban, and Marion Seldes. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I paid for what I did. Believe me, I paid.
You haven't paid enough.
Well, what do you want? What do you want from me? Money?
That's not what you stole from me.
What then? Tell me.
I don't know. I'm just here to collect, Jade. How you want to pay me is up to you.
This is my gate. This is my house. You follow me in and I will have you arrested for trespassing.
I won't follow you in, Jade, but I'll be waiting. And whenever you leave your house, I'll be waiting to follow you wherever you go.
For how long?
Until you pay.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by X-Lax. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Tired of the everyday routine? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all?
We offer you Escape. Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. Escape, Brought to you by your Richfield gasoline dealer and the Richfield Oil Corporation of New York. Marketers of Richfield gasolines, motor oils, and other petroleum products. Look for the Richfield Eagle on the cream and blue pumps.
Tonight, we escape to the Old West in the story of a boy who never owned anything but a gun, as Joel Murcott tells it in his exciting tale, Sundown.
The sun is kissing the top of the mountains, and in a minute the shadows will start to sneak along the street. It's sundown, and you can't do nothing to stop it. Everybody knows that. That's why the town looks like a ghost town. Not a horse nor a rider in sight, not even a tumbleweed. Oh, there's folks around, all right, looking out from door cracks and windows. And now the street ain't empty no more. Here's what they've been waiting for. There's Kirby Hunsaker coming out of the saloon at one end of the town, and there's Ben Ford coming from the liver stable at the other end. Both of them walking towards each other slow, right hands hanging like claws, an inch from the gun holsters. In a minute, one of them will be dead. Kirby Hunsaker or Ben Ford. Little Ben. Nothing but a baby when I picked him up off of the desert 15 years ago. Hold up a minute, Sam.
What is it?
Over there, a dried-out hole, see you?
Yeah, looks like a man.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's a man right enough, or what's left of him.
Oh, he's come a long way for water. Come to the wrong place. Give me a hand with him.
He alive?
I don't know. Well, yeah, he's alive. Can't he?
Here, friend. Swig this.
You better hold it to him.
Huh?
Son's got his eyes. He's blind.
Oh.
Drink you. Drink just a little bit of it. It ain't gonna help him much. Burn clean through.
Yeah.
That better?
Thanks. My wife and my kid.
Yeah, where they at?
Back there, where I left the wagon. Animals died. I came for water.
Better give him some more, Dan.
No, he don't need it no more. All we can do is find his wife and kid, if there's anything left to find. There was something left. A sun-baked wagon in the midst of that hellish inferno, a dead woman and a kid. 5-year-old boy. His face is burned, his lips is cracked with fever, but his eyes stared out across that desert like they was following some nightmare that nobody else could see. He didn't cry, he didn't whimper, he didn't talk. We gave him water and he took it. Wasn't no place to send him, and he just stood there watching us as we buried his mother.
Well, what do we do about him?
A kid? Take him with us, I reckon. Ain't much else we can do.
Well, ain't nobody on the ranch to take care of him.
No, ain't nobody here neither. He's like a little cactus, Sam. He'll grow or he'll die. He grew. Big, raw-boned kid, and by the time he was 12, he could handle a man's work. And I had a feeling for him, a feeling like he was my own. A feeling that could make me hurt when I looked at him.
Dan?
Yeah, Ben?
Do I have any money?
Well, yeah, I reckon you have. You work for your keep.
How much do I have, Dan?
Well, now, I don't know. It takes some figuring. But this is your home, boy. Everything that's here is yours.
Do I have enough to buy a horse?
Why, I reckon so.
Then I want my own horse.
See. All right, boy. Take your pick.
That 3-year-old black with a star on his face. I want him.
All right. You just bought yourself a horse. Yeah, he'd bought himself a horse, but it was more than that to him. It meant he had something that was his, come flood or thunder, something in the world that belonged to him and not to nobody else. It gave him a reason for being alive, and he started to build his life around that black horse. No horse ever got care like that. Ben had had the horse for almost a year when Kirby Hunsaker came. He rode in one afternoon while me and Sam was down at the corral. Ben was in town with a buckboard picking up supplies when Hunsaker rode in, just pounding leather.
Whoa, boy. Whoa. Howdy.
Howdy.
Your horse looks like he could use a rest, Ranger.
Needs shoeing. He'd be all right. I'll trade him and cash for a fresh horse.
Ain't nobody gonna ride a horse of mine that way.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said I'm going to trade him. That means I'm going to trade him. My name's Kirby Hunsaker.
He said the name like it should mean something, and it did. Kirby Hunsaker, a name that was drifting all over the West with a trail of blood behind it. Stagecoach drivers and travelers carried it on their tongues, and he knew it. He had a face like a woman, and eyes like a steel trap, and there wasn't no glove on his right hand. It was brown and weathered from sun and wind, and it hung close to his right side like a claw, never more'n an inch from the butt of his gun. A gunfighter.
If you're thinking it over, you're wasting my time.
Better do it, Dan.
All right, Hunsaker.
I'll take the black with the star on his face. Put a rope on him. I said put a rope on him.
Not that one. He ain't mine.
I ain't asking whose he is. Put a rope on him.
Any other horse, any one you want, even trade.
Get that horse and keep your hand away from that gun.
Dan, do what he says. You can give young Ben the Palomino. He's just a kid, and a horse is a horse. He'll forget about it.
No, he won't, Sam. He won't never forget it.
Pronto, friend. Put a rope on that black pronto.
There wasn't nothing else to do. Hunsaker saddled Ben's horse and just lit out down the trail. Me and Sam just stood there. We were still standing there when Ben brought the buckboard back from town. I watched his eyes go to the corral like they always did, and then he turned and looked at me and Sam like we was a firing squad.
Where's my horse, Dan?
I told him. His face was like stone, but there was a change in his eyes. They got back that same look they had the day I picked him up half dead on the desert. Lost and robbed and helpless.
You let him take my horse.
Well, that Palomino's worth twice as much, boy.
Not to me, Dan. The Palomino ain't mine.
Yes, he is. 'Cause I'm giving him to you.
I don't want him. I want my own horse.
Here, simmer down, boy. You come back here.
Let him go, Sam. Let him go. He'll cool off. We might as well unload this here buckboard.
All right, I'll drive her on up the house.
Get up there, boy.
Hey, Ben! Ben, wait!
Hey, that fool kid ain't even using a saddle.
Crazy. He's going after Hunsaker. What? Hurry up, Sam. Saddle up. Hurry up. He was riding hard and light, and we was distant before we even got started. But we followed the cloud of dust that trailed after him. Then sundown hit, and he was lost somewheres in the night.
There ain't much chance of finding him now, unless he stops and strikes fire.
He won't stop. Yeah, be a moon pretty quick.
Hey, wait. Listen.
Yeah, it's a horse. Oh. Must be over at the edge of that ridge.
Hey, let's take a look. Hey, he's a horse, all right.
Looks like the roan the kid was riding.
There's something else there, too, on the ground.
We rode up. There was another horse on the ground. And in the light of the moon, I could see the white star on its black face. Ben was sitting on the ground beside it. A few feet away was the body of a man. I rolled it over face up. It was an Indian. There was a bullet hole in his head.
What happened, Ben?
I don't know. This is the way I found him.
What's wrong with Star, Ben?
His leg's broken.
Oh, or I must have stepped in a chuck hole.
Yeah. Then the Indian come by and Hunsaker give him a bullet in exchange for his horse.
Huh?
Tracks in the dirt there.
It's a good thing the boy didn't catch up with him.
Yeah, it is. That's a bad break he's got there, boy.
I know.
Ain't nothing you can do for him.
I know.
Well, now, why don't you just ride on back to the ranch of Sam?
Yeah.
I'll stay here for a while and catch up with you later.
You don't have to do that. Lend me your gun.
Oh, now, look, boy, let's ride off, you and me.
No. He's my horse, Dan, and I've got the right to shoot him.
Yeah, Ben, I reckon you have. Here's my gun. Come on, boy.
I'm coming.
Well, me and Sam will walk off a little ways, Ben. Give you a chance to just bawl if you want to. Get it off of your chest.
I'm ready to ride with you. I ain't gonna cry, Dan.
He didn't cry. He hadn't cried when I picked him up off of the desert, and he didn't cry then. But the tears was inside of him someplace where they couldn't get out. Never showed in his eyes, though. Something else showed there instead. It was hate. A hate like a pure white flame. I could see it burning there when we got back to the ranch that night.
What'd you say his name was, Dan?
Who's that? Whose name?
The man who took Star.
Hannigan, I think. Yeah, Jim Hannigan.
That isn't what you said before, Dan. I want to know.
Hunziker. Kirby Hunziker.
You better go in and get some sleep, boy.
Ben, you can have your pick of anything in the corral.
I don't want another horse.
Well, when you see something that you do want, you just holler it's yours. That's a promise.
Anything, Dan?
Anything.
All right, then. I'll take your gun.
My gun?
You promised, Dan.
I promised. Here. It's yours.
Good night, Dan.
Good night, Ben.
Why, in all my days, I never heard of such a lame brain thing as giving a kid like that a gun.
Now, he'd have got one somewhere sooner or later. And if I know him right, it'd best be soon.
Oh, he's only a boy.
13. He'll get to be a man fast in the next few years.
And we can hope for him to get better sense.
You're just wasting your hopes, Sam. I'm turning mine the other way. I'm hoping that Kirby Hunziker don't never come back here.
Sometimes, after years of scientific research, there comes a discovery that benefits everyone. Xylene is that kind of discovery. Xylene is a super gasoline component with one of the highest anti-knock ratings known to science. And today, Xylene benefits you whenever you use Richfield gasoline. Your car comes alive with new flashing power when you use Richfield gasoline with Xylene. For faster getaway in traffic, for new sustained power, for higher-than-ever anti-knock qualities, Richfield gasoline with Xylene is made to order. Get Richfield High Octane at regular price for the average motor. Or Richfield Ethyl. Ethyl at its best, for finest results in the highest compression motors. Each Richfield gasoline contains Xylene. Each is a leader in its class. Tomorrow, get a tank full of Richfield gasoline with Xylene. Test it against the gasoline you're now using. Feel that Xylene zip. Stop where you see the Richfield Eagle on the cream and blue pumps for Richfield gasoline with Xylene. And now we return you to Escape.
A boy and a gun. They were together night and day. Ben kept it with him in his sleep, not under the pillow, but next to his cheek, and you could see the red marks of the barrel on the side of his face when he'd get up in the morning. The rest of the time was belted around him. And when he wasn't working, he'd go off alone into the hills for target practice, and the target he used was an Express Company reward poster for Kirby Hunziker. After the shots were all hitting the target, hitting close and fast, he stopped firing and was off on something else, a draw. I'd catch him at it in the house or the barn, wherever he thought he was alone. He started to wear his belt different, too, with the gun holster tied low on his right hip and his right hand hung by his side like a claw. And it got more claw-like with the passing years. Rest of him had changed, too. He wasn't a boy no more. He was a man. We heard about Kirby Hunsaker. More and more we heard about him. His name had gotten big since he took a kid's horse. Got to be one of the three names mentioned most when the talk in the saloons turned to gunslingers. Jim Dunn, Boaz Watson, and Kirby Hunsaker. Killers for hire for any dirty job outside of the law, but all jealous of each other, all bound to meet someday and find out who'd be just a flick faster on the draw. And Ben had to be there the night a stray cowpuncher stopped in to rest his horse.
More coffee, stranger?
Thanks. Reckon I will.
Watered your horse. Sure needed it. You must have come a long way.
Yeah, from Goldfield. Been riding lucky, though. I come through Flagstaff just in time to see the fight.
What fight?
You mean you ain't heard about it? I must have been riding faster than I thought. You ought to seen it. Never was a gunfight like it.
Who was in it?
Two of the best. Big Jim Dunn and Kirby Hunsaker.
Ben grabbed the edge of the table and his face got as white as borax, like a lead bullet had hit him in the guts.
Which one of them got it?
I prayed for the right answer. The answer that would have been right for me, not the one that Ben wanted.
Oh, Hunsaker beat him. Dunn never cleared his holster.
Color come back into Ben's face, and that pure white flame I hate burned in his eyes again.
Hunsaker got the draw on Big Jim Dunn?
Oh, yeah. I wish I could have stayed in Flagstaff. Boaz Watson someplace in the territory, too. And as soon as he gets wind of it, he'll be on Hunsaker's trail for a showdown.
Well, if Dunn never cleared his holster, then the man ain't born that can outdraw Hunsaker.
Boaz Watson thinks he can. He's been itching for the chance.
It's a chance he ain't gonna get.
Ben, where are you going to?
Just thought I'd take a little ride, Dan.
Flagstaff?
Flagstaff, Dan. And don't try to stop me.
Trying to stop him would have been like trying to stop an avalanche, but he couldn't stop me from following neither. He rode day and night, trading mounts on the way, and I was an hour behind him when he reached Flagstaff on the third morning of his ride and started his hunt. He tried the hotel, the express office, and one by one the saloons, asking the questions and seeing faces go blank. He was easy to find when I got to town. He'd left a trail of questions behind him, and I found him in the last saloon on the street, still asking.
Did you hear what I asked you, bartender?
Yeah, I heard. How should I know?
Does he ever come in here?
Well, I just serve drinks. I don't watch who comes and goes.
I'm tired of walking and I'm tired of talking. I want an answer.
Well, I reckon he comes in sometimes.
When?
Usually about an hour from now.
Good. I'll wait.
Gonna buy me a drink, Ben?
If that's what you came for, Dan.
Been rough trailing you, boy. Men and horses ain't meant to be pushed that hard.
I was in a hurry.
Well, maybe we can take it easier going back. Maybe if we left right now, we could camp out someplace tonight like we used to.
Ask me later, Dan. This is something I gotta do first.
He wouldn't drink, and he wouldn't leave. He just stood there waiting, looking at nothing. He might have been carved out of rock. There wasn't a nerve in him. And then I heard the door swing the way it had a couple of times before, only this time it was different. The talk around the table's cut out, the bartender's hands tightened around the glass he'd been wiping. Every head in the place turned towards the door. It was Kirby Hunsaker. I knew that face. It'd grown heavier and crueler, but I knew it. He stood there in the doorway while them bear-trap eyes of his searched the room, moving first from gun belt to gun belt, flicking an extra beat on the ones that hung low, looking for the hands without gloves. Then his glance come up to face level, like a assayer examining ore. Well, him and Ben hadn't never seen each other before, but somehow they knew each other. Their eyes caught and held, like two longhorns locked together.
I hear somebody's looking for me. In case anybody don't know me, name's Kirby Hunsaker.
I'm looking for you.
Speak your piece.
A long time ago, when I couldn't do anything about it, you stole a horse from me.
You calling me a horse thief?
You ran him into a chuck hole and you left him with a broken leg. I had to shoot him.
You got nerve. Name your price. I might pay it.
You'll pay it. My price is the life of the man who stole that horse.
You got a gun. Dig for it.
You move first, Hunsaker.
I'm giving you an edge. Better take it.
No. I want to give you a little time, Hunsaker. If I draw first, then you got to move without thinking. But I want you to think. I want you to think and decide and worry.
You're talking big. A little too big.
I want to give you time, like you gave it to a horse with a broken leg. Because you won't draw fast enough, Hunsaker. Not even if you move first. I'm going down to the livery stable to take a nap. At sundown, I'm coming back up the street, and I don't want anybody on it. You better shoot me in the back while I'm going out that door, because if you don't, I'm going to kill you, Hunsaker.
The flame was in Hunsaker's eyes, too. But it was a man's hate, not pure and white, but diluted with the memory of the way Ben's gun hung, and diluted with just a shadow of fear. Ben went back and slept, like he said. I sat beside him for the best part of an hour. Then I shook him, kind of gentle. Sun's hanging pretty low, Ben. Just about time to get up and wash.
Why don't you start for home, Dan? I'll catch up to you later.
Well, I thought that I'd wait up at the hotel.
All right, Dan. See you later.
Yeah, man. I'll see you later. So here I am, in the window of the hotel, and yonder he is in the street, him and Kirby Hunsaker, walking towards each other. And the town is so quiet you can hear their steps on the boardwalk. The fingers of the right hand is clawed like hooks, almost touching the gun butts. Don't even seem like the sun is moving anymore. Like even the shadows is glued there on the ground waiting for one of them hands to move. Of course, when it comes, it'll come fast.
Better dig, Hunsaker.
You punk.
I'm going to collect for that horse.
Dirty little.
That's your receipt, Hunsaker.
Ben! Ben, are you all right, boy?
I'm all right. Let's walk.
Well, it's all over now, boy. Let's saddle up and go on home.
Hey, wait.
It's a blacksmith. Guess the horses are ready.
Express rider came in just after you left before. Boaz Watson is riding in. He met him on the trail. You gonna stay and meet him?
Me? I got no quarrel with Boaz Watson.
Well, looks like you will have. He was mighty keen on meeting up with Hunsaker. Looks like you've taken over Hunsaker's place.
You'd better go on alone, Dan.
What do you mean, Ben?
I killed Hunsaker. Now every gunslinger looking for a reputation will try to get it by killing me. From now on, I gotta fight or run.
Well, I'll stay with you. I've been holed up in one place too long anyhow.
No, Dan. This is where we gotta split. Right now. Thanks for everything. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye, Ben. Goodbye, boy. Goodbye, son. Yeah, he's a gunfighter now. The gunslinging madman will see to that. But he won't never be an outlaw like Kirby Hunsaker or Boaz Watson or Jim Dunn. He kill if they force him to it. But ain't nobody never gonna buy his gun for killing. 'Cause he's got to own something. The desert took his family. I couldn't make up for him. Kirby Hunsaker took his horse, and he'll never really own another one. But there's one thing he's got in this world. That gun. That gun is his. He owns it.
No one wants to have car trouble, especially on a vacation trip. But sometimes we forget that faulty or neglected lubrication can cause wear and breakdown in any car. To keep trouble away, see the Richfield gasoline dealer tomorrow. Get all-point protection against summer wear and breakdown with Richfield all-point safety service. This service gives your car the extra protection of new Rich Lube lithium lubricant, the premium lubricant that's better always. And Richfield all-point safety service also includes all-point lubrication of your chassis, transmission, differential, and wheel bearings. And to protect your motor in hot summer driving, the Richfield dealer puts in fresh, clean, Rich Lube all-weather motor oil. The Pennsylvania premium grade oil that cleans as it lubricates. But that's not all. As a final precaution, the Richfield dealer makes a safety check of your battery, tires, spark plugs, and radiator. So tomorrow, stop where you see the Richfield Eagle and the cream and blue pumps. Protect your car with Richfield all-point safety service. Escape is produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and tonight has presented Sundown by Joel Murcott. Featured in the cast were Barton Yarbrough as Dan, Sam Edwards as Ben, Will Gear as Sam, Ted Osborne as Hunsaker, John Ramsey Hill as young Ben, and also heard were Paul Preece and John Daner. Special music arranged and played by Ivan Ditmars. Next week.
You are trapped on a dwindling sandbar amid the rushing waters of a South American jungle river. Night is coming, and with it hordes of Amazonian vampire bats. The river surrounding you teems with ferocious piranha, the cannibal fish, from whom there is no escape.
Next week at this time, the Richfield Oil Corporation of New York invites you to escape to the jungles of South America with a seething tale of terror and violence, as James Poe tells it in Bloodbath, starring Vincent Price. Goodbye, then, until this same time next week, when once again we offer you Escape. Tom Hanlon speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Somewhere in desolate, wind-swept space, in Twilight Land, in no man's land, two hurrying shades met face to face and bade each other stand. Space, Twilight Land, no man's land. You'll find it between the stars, in the frozen polar wastes, and inside the soul of every man.
You have to help us, Pappy.
You forget. I'm not Pappy. I'm not George Papadopoulos any longer. I've become something else.
You're still an officer in the United States Air Force. You took an oath to defend your country.
But I don't have a country anymore.
Your country is still the United States.
Why are you so excited? In just a little while, the United States will no longer exist.
Our mystery drama, Arctic Encounter, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sundown and stars Mason Adams. It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Maybe you've got a neighbor who just bought a new Electra, and he's gotten so smug and self-satisfied lately you can't stand it. Well, look at it this way. If you had just gotten a car with all the luxury and prestige of Electra and a trim European-like design that makes it easier than you might imagine to park and maneuver in city traffic, wouldn't you be a little insufferable for a while? We thought so. The new Electra at your Buick dealers now.
When you carry Master Charge, you carry clout.
For me, clout is buying that magnificent painting to put over the mantel. It's vibrant, it's alive, it's modern, it's abstract, and yet it makes a statement. To me, it's saying, well, it's...
It's upside down is what it's saying.
When you carry Master Charge, you carry clout.
Master Charge. Use its clout.
Parents, when you teach your child numbers, he's learning a skill that will be useful when he learns to read later on. Give your child 5 pieces of plain paper. Write one number from 1 to 5 on each one. Then give your child some old magazines and tell him to cut out pictures from the magazines and paste them on the sheets of paper. Tell him to find 1 house, 2 dogs, 3 cats, 4 children, or 5 ladies. Use any objects you desire. When he's finished, clip or staple them together with a cover page that says My Book of Numbers 1 to 5 and put his name on it. He'll be busy with this activity for some time, and he'll love that you're helping him learn. Did you know that parents all over the country, like you, are beginning to understand that teaching their children is something that they can do and that it tremendously benefits their children? For other ways you can help your child, listen for other New Approach Method reading hints to parents, furnished as a public service announcement by this radio station. And write New Approach Method Incorporated, Post Office Box 1303, Trenton, New Jersey, 08607.
Silent polar wastes, or are they wastes? These vast, illimitable prairies of snow and ice, it is said that beneath them lie the greatest riches of the earth, the oils, the metals, all the sinew and substance of modern civilization. And perhaps here are even hidden the ancient secrets of the planet itself. At any rate, the stillness is broken every day by the noise of the airplanes as they fly back and forth, looking, listening, charting, recording. The airplanes which show the white stars of our Air Force and the red stars of theirs.
Bonnie Hutch, calling White Rabbit.
This is White Rabbit, Bunny Hutch.
Location check.
Coordinates 34 and 16.
Activity?
Negative.
Roger.
Hey, Dawson, what's for chow at the base?
Oh, better you shouldn't ask.
Now, what's the movie they're showing?
Better you shouldn't know.
It's gonna be one of those nights, huh?
Roger. And out.
Well, Pappy, another action-filled evening awaits us at the base.
You wanted action, you should have joined the Marines.
Bite your tongue. Besides, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Yeah, so I've heard.
It is true that on this assignment I do not get to practice my avocation as frequently as I would prefer. However,
we must all make sacrifices for our country.
What are we doing up here inside this frosted-over refrigerator, Pappy?
Ours not the reason why, Chappie.
Here we are, Pappy and Chappie, the Happiness Boys.
You remember the Happiness Boys?
I never even heard of them.
They were a team, 40, 50 years ago on radio.
You have to be kidding. I just made that up.
No, it's true. I read all about them. Billy Jones and Ernie Hare. Snappy songs and patter. And there was Uncle Don.
Happy you never cease to amaze me.
This is Uncle Don, your Uncle Don. Hello, little friends, hello.
Where do you get all of this?
Research.
You are a very deep person.
What else is there to do up here but read? You got to try it, Chappie.
Well, I did try it. I actually read a book once. I wouldn't want to go through it again.
What time do you have?
1,300 on the head.
That's what I thought. Well, I wonder where they are. What could have happened to Ivan?
Yeah, now that you mention it, what indeed?
You don't see him, do you?
Nope. At exactly 1,300, he's supposed to be visible at 11 o'clock.
No sign of him. Do we report it?
Why should we?
Tell me honestly, if we were to spot him right now, would we report it?
Well, you know we would.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, you know why.
Tell me.
Because if we do spot Ivan, that's a happening.
And if we don't spot him?
That's a non-happening.
Well, I'll tell you who would disagree with that.
Who?
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Well, now, don't bring your English friends into this thing.
He once wrote a story in which every night this dog would bark. Now, you follow this?
It's not all that hard.
However, on this particular night, the dog did not bark.
He didn't?
He did not. Which is just as significant as what may be happening out here.
In what way?
Each day for the last 30 days on patrol, we fly by Ivan. Today, we don't. Why not?
Okay, why not?
I don't know. Could it be significant?
Let's throw it at Dawson. Maybe we can ruin his day. White Rabbit, calling the hutch.
This is Bunny Hutch. Come on in, White Rabbit.
I have an unusual occurrence to report.
Proceed, White Rabbit.
The dog did not bark.
Yeah?
That's it.
What's it?
That Spaskov 2 motor observation plane we fly by over coordinates 3416 to 1300. Well, it's first time in 30 days that we haven't seen him. I thought you'd like to know.
I'm going to put you in for the Legion of Merit.
Thank you. Now, can you tell us a movie for tonight?
Sherlock Holmes and the Hound of the Baskervilles. This is Hutch over and out.
You know, Dawson, he must think we're crazy.
Look, in this outfit, if you're not crazy, you go crazy. Well, what do you suppose did happen to Ivan today?
Well, it could have changed the patrol route.
I don't think so. Not till we do. The idea is to keep an eye on us.
Yeah, just like we're keeping an eye on them.
Naturally.
Maybe Ivan goofed and got themselves sent to Siberia.
From here, that would be a promotion.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about Ivan. One of them might be an Olga.
What's this?
If you listen real close to their messages, one of them sounds like a dame.
Dame with a deep voice.
Oh, they all got deep voices, those Olgas. I mean, they're built. Did you ever see pictures of them sweeping the snow off of the streets? Those are large ladies.
On the other hand, some of them are frail and wispy, floating little ballerinas.
Yeah, I like mine somewhere in between.
So you think one of the Ivans is an Olga, huh?
You could win money on it.
Why you say that?
Instinct. Just let there be a dame within 1,000 miles.
Well, if she is, she's probably the only one.
I wonder how I could meet her.
Chappie, with all the dames that we have in the United States of America...
Now, Pappy, you're taking an isolationist, a chauvinistic point of view.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to offend you.
Why are we here? To maintain peace.
Any fool knows that.
What better way to promote peace than for people to come together and really get to know each other? Now, you take this Olga. I bet she's just as anxious for a few laughs as we are. Yeah, I can see her now. Dark hair, black eyes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was always my type. Oh, Olga, we're such fools, you and I. Why are we being kept apart?
Don't tell me you're in love with her already.
How long do you think it takes, Pappy?
Chappie, take a look. Far distance.
What?
2 o'clock on the ground.
Yeah?
What do you think it is?
What do I think? What? Oh.
Check it through the glasses. That's not my imagination, is it?
No, that's something, all right.
Let's have a good look.
Looks like a plane.
Not in one piece, either.
It's Ivan, all smashed up.
It's a Spaskov 2 motor.
It must have come down hard, too. Do you think anyone's alive there?
No, there's something funny going on. We should have heard a distress signal.
Maybe he didn't have a chance.
If he's down, it's a cinch he's missed out on a checkpoint. His base should be trying to reach him.
I don't hear a thing.
Call the hutch. Tell them what we got.
I sure hope Olga's okay. White Rabbit, calling the Bunny Hutch. Come in, Bunny Hutch. Bunny Hutch?
What's the matter?
I can't raise the bass. Come in, Bunny Hutch. This is White Rabbit.
Hey, the lights are.
What the?
The radio's dead.
What?
Chappie, we're losing power.
What's going on?
Everything's out.
We're going down.
Chappie, ease back on her. Back.
What's happening, Pappy? What's going on? Pappy, yeah. You okay?
I don't know. I feel kind of numb. How's the plane?
I think we're in one piece.
Well, that's something. I suppose there's any point asking about the radio.
You can ask.
Well?
Everything's out. And I can't get anything started.
How could we lose all our power?
I don't know. It's as if...
As if what?
As if somehow, suddenly it all just drained out. I know that sounds crazy.
What can we do?
I don't know.
I don't either. Just asking to pass the time.
Poppy, is anything broken?
I don't think so. I just feel nothing.
Can you move?
Yeah, maybe if you help me. The question is, where would we go?
Well, we just have to sit tight.
Yeah, provided that we don't...
We're not going to freeze.
Without power, we can't make any heat in here.
Now, look, we got these lanterns in the emergency locker. That's what they're for, to give heat. There's plenty of blankets and some food.
How far do you figure we're from base?
250 miles. We can hold on.
Yeah.
In about an hour, they'll be out looking for us.
Wonder how Ivan's doing.
I'm going to go look. Now, let's get those heat lanterns going first.
Chappie, how do you account for the fact we both came down in exactly the same spot?
I don't know.
There a reason?
I don't know.
There is such a thing as coincidence, but suppose it isn't a coincidence. Then what?
Well, then, it's one for the deep thinkers, which lets me out. All right, I think I got the lamps burning. Things will be nice and warm when I come back in.
Nice and warm. Be lucky if we can hold the temperature above freezing.
Well, that's cozy for this neighborhood. Hold the fort.
Now, listen, don't stay out there too long. Just a quick look and back. It's 70 below out there.
You know what they say. It's a nice, dry cold.
Be careful.
Why? What could happen? Boy, it's cold. How do you get this thing open? The door should swing it. It's jammed. Boy, I don't see how anybody could be. Hey! Oh, it's Olga. Olga, hold on. I'll get you loose from there. Come on. Now, Olga, listen, do you speak, what's the word? Panamaya English, Olga?
English? Yes.
Yeah, are you okay, Olga?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, Dmitri.
Who?
Dmitri, the navigator, Dmitri Denisova. Where is Dmitri?
I don't know. I don't see anyone else.
But
maybe he went for help.
How? Where?
Well, I don't know. But he isn't here.
He was hurt. I heard him. He could not have gone.
But he is gone. I mean, the way you must have come down and the shape the ship is in, you're lucky to be alive. Can you move?
Yes. Okay.
Now listen. By any chance, would your radio be working?
Radio? No. All here is dead. All power is, how do you say in English, kaput.
Yeah. Well, that's just great.
Great?
I was hoping we could use your radio to call for help.
Help?
Yeah, we need help.
But I do not understand. Are you not the help?
Oh, no. You see, we're in the same fix that you are. We lost all our power, too.
Oh, you lost the power?
Yeah, everything. It just died on us. I guess the same thing must have happened to you.
You lost the power?
That's what I'm telling you.
Then it is true.
What's true?
The rumor.
What kind of rumor?
There is something out here.
Yeah? Well, what about it?
Something that will destroy us all.
Well, we've been looking at the world in terms of absolutes. We and they. We and they dominate the core of every dispute. We and they are the two superpowers. Each of us can unleash the forces that can completely destroy the world. Now, is there a third party that has dealt himself, or which has dealt itself, a hand in the game? We'll play Showdown in Act 2.
You don't have to run up big bills to run your car when you perform minor repairs, maintenance, and even tune-ups yourself with the automotive values from True Value hardware stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to suggest you help increase your car's engine life with regular oil changes. Get Valvoline 10W40 all-season motor oil for just 59 cents a quart. Worn spark plugs can waste gas and vary the timing and reduce power. So True Value hardware stores suggest you replace them with quality Champion spark plugs. And to restore your car's finish from the wear and tear of this past winter, choose from the name brand selection of car cleaners and waxes, like Turtle Wax Paste Wax for a super hard shell finish. Get 14 ounces plus an applicator sponge for just $2.19. See these values and more in the automotive section of participating True Value hardware stores. And remember that True Value is much more than just a name. It's always been our way of doing business. And tell them Pat Summerall sent you.
Hi, I'm Mike Connors. If you've ever wondered what happens to the money you give to the Kidney Foundation, here are some examples. A kidney machine that fits in a suitcase and can be carried anywhere in the world and set up in a matter of minutes by the patient himself. This life-saving machine developed with your Kidney Foundation support will soon be generally available. Here's another example. A little chemical pellet that is taken orally by patients with failing kidneys. These pellets may substantially shorten dialysis treatment. More than that, these pellets may eventually eliminate dialysis entirely for some patients. In a research center, scientists are trying to develop an antibody that will prevent certain basic cells from causing rejection of transplanted organs, a major problem in kidney transplantation. These are just 3 of the ways your dollars help kidney research. To do more, give more to the Kidney Foundation. Give the gift of life.
Wasteland of snow and ice. And yet, man has ever been drawn there. But unlike the forests that can be cleared and the deserts that can be watered, the North will always resist and reject us. Nothing of ours can take root or hold fast. The North, indifferent, implacable, ready to make of each visitor a victim.
It is said something is here that can destroy us all.
Sure, but that's old stuff. Cold, exposure, starvation.
No. Something.
All right. What? What is it?
I do not know. It is a rumor.
Who started it?
Who? Who starts rumors? Do you not have rumors in your Air Force?
Oh, sure. Lots of them.
Can you tell? Do you know who starts those rumors?
Sure. I do.
You?
Sure. I have to do something for a laugh.
Yes, but this is not a rumor to have fun.
No. So what kind of rumor is it?
Something is here that will kill all life.
What?
They say something from out there.
Out where?
The stars.
Space?
Space, yes, space.
Well, why not?
Oh, you believe?
I'm ready to believe anything.
They say it landed here, or fell here.
It could very well be.
Oh, you will not say to anyone I said it to you.
Mom's the word.
I have told a secret.
It's safe with me.
Nichevo.
What does that mean?
It means it does not matter. Nothing will now matter.
Oh, come on. I admit things appear to be somewhat bleak. However, let us look at the bright side.
We shall not leave here alive.
Don't say that.
It is true.
Don't say that. I mean, my outfit, your outfit, they know pretty much where we are.
No, nothing can save us.
Look, the cold is starting to bite through. We'd better get over to my ship.
But you have no power.
We've got lanterns, we've got blankets, we've got food.
And soon it will be gone.
Hopefully, by that time.
A few more hours of life. Yes, we shall cling to a few more hours of life.
You better help me swing the door shut. What? The lamps. The lamps are out.
The fuel. It must be gone.
No, it's only been a couple of minutes, and there was plenty. Wait a minute. Pappy? Pappy?
Pappy?
George Papadopoulos, my pilot. He's gone.
Gone?
Pappy! Pappy, where are you?
He went perhaps to look for you.
He knew where I was going.
Oh.
Besides, he was hurt. He couldn't move.
Like Dimitri.
Do you have a weapon?
A revolver.
I've got a 45.
What good?
I don't know. Let's see if we can get the lanterns going before it gets too cold in here.
No, they cannot. They cannot burn.
Why not?
You see, they are not burning now.
Well, they could have gone out by some fluke or accident.
They will not light again.
We can try. Now, first, you have to pump this gadget here. Hey, there isn't any fuel. But the tanks were full.
Yes. It is the something that is out here.
We're on that again, huh?
It must be something that eats fuel and energy.
Olga, we have to raise the base. Your place or mine. That's a laugh.
What is?
Well, what I just said, your place or mine.
Why is that a joke?
Well, it's funny because of the circumstances.
Yes?
It's all right. Maybe one day I can explain it.
No, explain now. This is the only day. An hour, 2 hours. We will freeze.
Olga, somehow we are going to get that radio started.
No.
We'll figure a way.
We must not.
We must not?
We must not try to fix the radio.
But why?
Because if so, we will call for help.
Well, sure. That's the idea of the thing.
We must not call for help.
What, you mean we should freeze to death? Starve?
Why have you fallen from sky?
Because we saw your ship on the ground.
Yes. And when you came near, what happened?
We crashed.
Yes. The something that destroys our plane destroys also yours. Now will come other airplanes to find us both. And when they see us and come close, then the something makes them crash also.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't be able to fix the radio anyhow. What is this something?
Oh, who can say?
And we might have had a beautiful friendship.
No.
No? Why no?
You are not a serious person.
And I take it you are?
Oh, yes. Very serious. You are, what word do I want? Frivolous.
That's right. That's absolutely true.
You admit, then?
Yeah, that's why we'd be so good for each other.
We have 1 hour, 2, maybe 3 hours to live. Should we talk this way?
Why not?
So personal?
Well, what else should we be talking about?
We should have discussion on, you would call it dialectical materialism.
All right. Dialectical. Why you begin.
Nichevo.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Olga, listen.
I have to say something. My name is not Olga.
It isn't?
No. I am called Praskovia. Praskovia Alexandrovna Sorokin.
You want me to call you whatever that is?
No, it's better Olga.
My name is Stuart Maitland Chapman III, but you can call me Chappie.
Chappie?
It's close enough.
I am honored to make your acquaintance.
I can see your eyes are blue. But underneath your helmet, what color is your hair?
Blonde.
Yeah. When I think of what might have been.
What might have been?
Had we met under different circumstances.
But under different circumstances, How could we have met?
Yeah, I guess that's part of the problem. We had to have a disaster. Well, what are we going to do about it?
Do?
We can sit here, maybe hold hands, and wait till we freeze to death. Or...
Yes. Or?
Or we can fight it.
Fight what? Who?
Whoever and or whatever is doing this to us.
How?
I was afraid you'd ask me that. Look. What made both our ships come down? What robbed us of all of our fuel, of our energy?
Something. A something?
All right, okay. Let's try to find that something and destroy it or shut it off.
But where is it?
And where is your man Dimitri and Pappy? I mean, what could have happened to them?
I am cold.
Yeah, we're starting to feel it. And it won't get better. Look, while we can still move, while we can still care, do you want to try to go out there and find it? Fight it or whatever?
Yes. How quiet. How still. There is not even a wind.
Nope, just cold. And the cold is enough.
Oh, the silence. It frightens you?
Honey, everything out here scares the daylights out of me.
No, Choppy. You are brave.
Yeah, crazy describes it better.
Oh, Choppy.
What is it?
My hand.
Your hand?
The wrist.
What's wrong?
I'm feeling pins.
What?
Pins, many pins, 100 pins, 1,000, sticking at my wrist.
No, don't take your glove off.
My wrist.
If you expose any part of your skin.
But the pins.
Do you have a wristwatch?
Yes.
Now move back here, quickly. Is it better?
Yes.
Now move back further. Okay, how does it feel?
The pins, they are no longer. It is gone.
Okay, now we know for sure. It's something. It goes for metal, for fuel, for energy, for I guess, anything. Everything.
Choppy. Blue. Thing.
What?
In front of you, 20 meters. A thing. It is like a...
It's like a box.
Yes.
But it isn't blue. It's turning red.
Choppy, I feel warm.
Yeah, so do I.
It means we begin to freeze.
No, it isn't that kind of warm. It's not like you feel pleasant and drowsy.
It is hot.
Why should we feel hot? Does it have anything to do with that thing?
It becomes more and more red, as if it burns.
That thing? It's causing everything that's happening. Must be a piece of machinery of some kind. What do you think?
Yes.
Well, maybe there's a switch. Maybe there's a way to shut it off.
No, you cannot go near.
I'll have to.
No, Choppy, return.
Oh.
Choppy.
The needle. I feel needles sticking.
Return, Choppy, return.
Oh.
It is what I felt, no?
Yeah.
It has gone. The pain.
Well, I guess you can only get so close and then... Wait a minute. Maybe we can destroy it.
How?
We'll have to do it from here. You've got a revolver. I have a .45. Let's shoot at it.
But what if...
Yeah? What if what?
I do not know.
Honey, what have we got to lose? Are you a good shot?
I am expert.
Here goes.
Chappie.
What the...
Don't shoot, Chappie. Don't shoot.
What? It's Pappy.
Don't shoot.
Hold your fire, Olga. Hold your fire. Pappy? Is that you?
It sounds like Pappy. Whatever did happen to him anyhow. But as our friends look in every direction, there is absolutely no sign of Lieutenant George Papadopoulos or of Captain Dmitri Andreev either. There is only the endless frozen waste, the shattered remains of the two military observation planes, and a box which first appeared to be blue, but now is glowing a fiery red. This is the picture. Hold it in mind for the next few minutes, and then we shall return with Act 3.
Once in a while you find someone who knows what
making the future secure. Your life underwriter, only a phone call away.
We all need someone to talk to once in a while. Someone to tell our dreams to help make those dreams come true. Your life underwriter wants to see you smile. That certain special someone you ought to talk to once in a while.
A message from the National Association of Life Underwriters.
The road is long.
Here is Celeste Holmes.
From the earliest years of this nation, Americans have been involved people, stirred as much by conscience as by commerce. Today, in our complex global community, each one of us is a citizen of the world. You and I are challenged to extend conscience to commitment, to help heal and strengthen, educate and train all of our brothers and sisters who seek to build a richer, fuller life with dignity.
Everywhere on earth, the fight for a better life goes on. Answer that challenge through the Catholic Relief Service's annual appeal, the Protestant One Great Hour of Sharing, and the United Jewish Appeal.
Together, we have made a difference.
As I was going up the stair, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. I wish he'd stay away. Well, Lieutenant George Pappy Papadopoulos, United States Air Force, is definitely not there. And while Lieutenant Stuart Maitland Chapman doesn't exactly see him, he hears him, which can be classified as the same basic type of problem. All right?
Don't shoot, Olga. Don't shoot. Is that you, Pappy?
Yes. Yes, it is me.
Where are you?
That's a good question.
Well, do you have a good answer?
I have an answer. I don't know how good it is. On the other hand, good or bad, I'm not sure those are distinctions that matter too much anymore.
Pappy, don't try to kid the troops. This is me you're talking to.
I'm aware of that.
What's the drill?
I'm a part of it.
You're part of what?
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, but it's not impossible. Where are you?
Obviously, I'm here.
I was right, Pappy. One of the Ivans was an Olga.
Yes. And the other one is called Dmitri.
Olga, where's his voice coming from?
From... Oh, it cannot be.
From where, Olga?
Her name isn't Olga. It's Praskovia.
Right now, that's not the problem. From where, Olga?
It comes from the box.
That's what I thought. Are you in there, Pappy?
Yes.
It cannot be. It is impossible.
His voice. It must be a tape.
Dmitri told me all about her.
Pappy, what is this?
I'm trying to explain it. This is a thing.
What kind of thing?
Like, you could call it a world.
What do you mean? A world?
A world. Like the one you live on.
You said a world like the one we live on?
Right.
Does that mean it's another one?
Yes. You could say that.
Oh, Pappy, for crying out loud.
Choppy, you must be calm.
You realize he's my best friend and I can't understand a thing he's talking about.
Why is so difficult? A world. Another world. So?
Where is it, Pappy? Where is it and where are you?
The box.
The box?
What do you think this box is?
Well, it looks like...
It looks like computer from Sputnik.
That's right.
A Sputnik?
A satellite.
Ours or theirs?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was dead.
It was dead?
Yes. It just floated in space until...
Well?
Until this wandering world...
What wandering world?
Well, it's a kind of...
A kind of what?
I'm looking for a word to describe it.
I must be crazy. I'm hearing things.
Intelligence. That's the word.
A world of intelligence?
Yes.
Well, what kind of a world is that?
Just thoughts,
ideas. What kind of thoughts and ideas?
Everything. All kinds of images and fancies.
And what else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else? I mean, that's enough to make up a whole world?
Yes.
She understands.
Our world is ideas. But to support ideas, we need, how do you say, physical bodies.
This is another world. Another civilization.
I still don't understand it.
This is a world of pure intelligence. It doesn't need bodies. It's evolved far beyond that point.
But you haven't told me where it is.
Yes, I did. It's in that box.
The whole world? In that small box?
How much space do you need for an idea?
How did it get here?
The satellite was in space. It attracted this floating world.
Yeah? Why?
Because...
Why?
I think this is something he doesn't want to tell us.
I will tell you. Because it doesn't make any difference now. The world, this world, it needs nourishment. And...
I think I know where you're headed, Pappy.
And it takes its energy wherever it can find it. It floats or wanders or prowls through space and feeds on anything it can turn into mental energy.
How did it get here?
The satellite died and it fell and landed. The world, my world.
Your world?
Yes, Chappie, I'm part of it now.
But you're an American.
No, I'm part of a different world.
But what are you doing?
Well, what are you doing? You're living. The same thing with us. We live. That is, we try to maintain life just as you do.
Don't say we and you like that.
But it is we and you now. We seek sustenance, nourishment, just as you do.
Oh, come on, Pappy. It's all a joke. It's a big gag.
No, it isn't.
There's a punchline. There has to be a punchline somewhere.
We feed on energy. All energy. Animal, vegetable, mineral, just as you do.
Can you understand him, Olga?
Yes, I believe I understand.
And what we consume, what we are nourished by, becomes a part of us. Adding to us another intelligence. The difference between us is that what nourishes you becomes a part of your body. What nourishes us becomes a part of our intelligence.
Are you telling me this thing, this intelligence, this world, killed you?
No. It saved me.
Saved you?
I was dying. So was Dimitri. So when it came, I couldn't resist. The way you can, still.
What do you mean, still?
You see, the intelligence that I'm part of is nourished now. All the energy from the two planes, from Dimitri, from me. It is filled with fire, creative fire. Even you can feel the glow. But soon we will need more. And from hot red we shall recede into cold blue. And then...
Yes, then?
Then you will become weak. From hunger. From cold. And you will not have the strength. You will also become part of this world.
No.
It isn't bad. Not at all.
We have to fight you, Pappy.
How? How can you fight me?
Olga, we have to get out of here. Do you understand?
Yes.
In a few hours, my base, yours, will send out search planes. Those planes, if they fly by here, they'll be brought down by this thing.
We must not be here.
They must spot us away from the range of this thing.
How far can you go, Chappie? How far in this cold? A mile?
He's right, but we have to do something.
Yes, but what?
It doesn't matter. Soon you'll be one of us.
Us.
Be grateful. We will save your life.
Oh, sure.
Instead of dying of the cold, you'll be rescued by our world. You'll be part of the intelligence. I would have died. Dimitri would have died.
No.
There's nothing you can do about it in any event, Chappie. You see how the red is fading? Soon we will need more energy. You will become colder and weaker.
And the others?
What others?
You know what others. Your old buddies, the guys in your outfit.
I no longer have an outfit. Why can't you understand
They'll
that?
fly by. They'll see the wrecks. They'll come in closer. They'll be trapped and destroyed just as we were.
Not destroyed. Just changed. Changed.
Olga, can you think of something? What can we do?
Chappie, do you realize this is the first time in your life you ever asked a woman for advice?
Well, maybe she's the first one I ever met who I felt like asking.
Why do you think you can ask me?
Well, because... Oh, come on.
Tell me.
Well, it's because... Well...
I understand. It is difficult for you to say it.
Maybe.
It's difficult for me also.
What's going to happen to us?
Nothing. You'll both blend into this one great intelligence. You'll be part of this world.
No.
Choppy, it is getting cold.
It is.
See, the box is now turning blue.
Olga, we have to do something.
Oh, let us sit close to each other and wait.
Wait for what?
Oh, Nichevo.
No, we have to fight. Pappy.
Yes.
Come on, Pappy. You have to help us fight this thing.
Chappie, I am this.
No, not you. You're Lieutenant George Papadopoulos, the most popular guy in the 199th Squadron.
No.
You can't drop it like that. Your friends, your country. I mean, you can't cast them aside like a snake gets rid of a skin. You took an oath.
You don't understand.
What's there to understand? A guy betrays his country. That's clear enough, and it's bad enough. But you're even worse.
Don't say that, Chappie.
Don't you call me Chappie. That's for my friends. Lieutenant Chapman to you. I'll tell you why you're worse. It's not just your country you're selling down the river, but it's humanity. It's your own kind of people.
Listen to me. This is a whole new...
A whole new nothing. You say every word is a word of ideas. Well, you're right. But your ideas belong to this world. The stuff you grew up with, your friends, your family, the Air Force.
Chappie.
You know I'm right. All those memories, all the things you like, the happiness boys and Uncle Don and Sherlock Holmes.
Chappie, don't. I can't help you.
You have to.
They won't allow it.
They?
Me, the rest of me, the part that was once them, is trying to stop me.
Is there anything that we can do?
Yes.
Tell us. Just tell us.
I'm being drowned in it. They're taking the words from me.
What words?
The words I can't tell you.
Try, Chappie.
Those words are gone. But remember the first thing I said to you.
Pappy. The first thing he said to me. What was the first thing he said to me? We met at the base and he said to me, "What's your name, sport?" That's what he said.
What's your name, sport? Oh, what is sport? Oh, athletic, no?
That's not what he means. But it's the first thing he ever said to me.
No, not the first thing he ever said, but not the first thing he said now.
First thing he said, don't shoot, Chappie, don't shoot.
He's right. But why? Why don't shoot? Because shoot can hurt. Destroy, maybe, the bomb.
Hurry, before it gets too cold to hold the guns. Hurry!
Chappie? I think you're going to be all right. You were picked up before the frost could really get you.
Olga.
The girl? Well, actually, her outfit landed the same time we did. They took her, we took you.
Listen to me. There was this thing from space somewhere. It lives on energy. It drained all the power from the engines, the radio, from everything.
Uh-huh.
Don't look at me like that. That's why we crashed.
You crashed because you had a power failure.
How do you account for Ivan?
Well, I guess he must have had one, too.
Isn't that maybe just too much of a coincidence?
Life's made up of coincidences.
Okay. Pappy. Why couldn't you find Pappy?
Well, he must have wandered off.
And Ivan, what was his name? Dimitri. Did he wander off, too?
It's the only explanation.
Look, I am trying to give you the real explanation. Did you find a blue box?
Sure. It was a broken old computer housing from a space satellite.
Lawson, I am trying to explain to you.
Chappie, I'm trying to explain to you. Leave well enough alone.
When it has to do with space and phenomena of that nature, the official reply is always a rather evasive, let well enough alone. Officially, there are nothing but denials when questions of space, UFOs, the Bermuda Triangle, are brought into question. The powers that be seem to ascribe them all to the imaginings of well-meaning but deluded folk, like you and me. I'll be back shortly.
Horses and fire trucks and marching bands. They're all coming into your living room tomorrow. But don't worry. Rinse and Vac will clean the carpet. It's the televised Indianapolis 500 Festival Parade, and it'll pass over a block-long stretch of black and white carpet to be cleaned later by Rinse and Vac, America's #1 home rental carpet cleaner, and the official carpet cleaning system for the Indianapolis 500 Festival Parade. Rinse and Vac does the tough jobs. Watch for it on television tomorrow.
You know the kind of day when it's so hot the baseball game's canceled on account of sun? Well, that's the time for Country Time. Country Time, tastes like that good old-fashioned lemonade. Country Time lemonade flavor drink. Not too tart, not too sweet, with natural lemon flavor. When you got a thirst for the taste of good old-fashioned lemonade. Country Time, tastes like that good old-fashioned lemonade.
Why are so many people buying Buick's new Century? Well, it depends on who you ask. Mrs. Marcia Resnick?
It holds the road, and it drives really smooth. It's nice.
And Mrs. Phil Jackson?
I like it because it's roomy.
And Mr. Jackson, he can't even begin to tell you all the reasons why he likes their new Buick Century.
I really wouldn't know where to start.
But then that says a lot about Buick's new Century and why it's drawing a crowd at your Buick dealers.
Hey there, home improver. You see the old paint on your house is wearing a little thin, and so's your bank account? Well, right now you can save a bundle, Bunky, at your Olympic dealer. Buy 4 gallons of any one Olympic product and get 1 more free. Olympic Overcoat, the house paint made to cover old paint. Olympic Stain in both oil and latex. Hurry, 1 free with 4 on all Olympic products till May 29th at your participating Olympic dealer. He's in the yellow pages.
Became of Lieutenant Stuart Maitland Chapman and Praskovia Alexandrovna Sorokin, or, if you will, Chappie and Olga. You can understand how difficult it would be for them even to encounter each other again, much less engage in a courtship. This, of course, shows most poignantly that the greatest distances are not in outer space, but right here, between one side of a frontier and the other. If you're a romantic and want to believe they surmounted all the considerable problems and got together, why then, believe it, with my blessing. Our cast included Mason Adams, Mandel Kramer, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and True Value Hardware Stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all? We offer you Escape.
Escape, designed to free you from the 4 walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
You are 400 feet below the surface of the South Pacific, the heavy taste of chlorine gas souring your mouth, while somewhere up above you, searching through the night for you, is an enemy destroyer bent on sending the submarine
And you to a murky death.
Listen now as Escape brings you Richard Chand Lee's exciting story, Pressure.
November 6, 1944. USS Amberfish, SS 593, departed Pearl Harbor for her assigned patrol area, the East China Sea. She carried 82 men and 24 torpedoes. She was commanded by Lieutenant Commander Daniel Hall. Her record was 0. This was her 4th war patrol. On the 32nd day of patrol at 1700 hours, Amberfish surfaced off the southern coast of Japan.
Fog. Wouldn't you know it, Mac? If the sea doesn't run heavy, we get fog. What can you find in this?
What's the old man got planned for tonight, Lieutenant?
Routine. Night surface routine. You think the last night on patrol we did...
Hold it.
Hiya, boys.
Captain?
Evening, sir.
That's a lousy night. What speed we making, Frank?
About 5 knots, sir. 1 and 2 main engines on battery charge, number 4 on propulsion.
Position?
About halfway through Asumi Strait. Course 045. Radar has the coast of Kyushu ranged at approximately 15 miles on the port beam, picking up the usual fishing boats. Aside from that?
Yeah, no. Nothing. 32 days and nothing. 4 patrols and nothing.
Sir, may I suggest something?
Yeah, sure, Mac. What?
Well, last night on patrol, sir, maybe we could go after one of those fishing boats, take some prisoners for intelligence and sink her by gunfire.
We got no orders for it.
I know that, sir, but...
It might do us all some good, Captain. End up the patrol. It's better than nothing.
I'm sorry, boys. We got no orders. That's it.
Yes, sir. Only we're all...
Only what?
Nothing, Captain. Nothing at all.
"32 days at sea, cramped living, and thoughts pass between men without being spoken. He knows what the torpedo, the executive officer, the whole crew think. Captain Hall, a book commander. Last night on patrol, and he still goes by the book. Gotta blame someone for an empty sea, for a tired ship, for bringing back a full load of torpedoes 4 times in a row. The captain stares at the fog and into his own thoughts. They need officers behind desks. That's where they'll put him after this patrol, a desk officer. Just a few more hours and he's headed for it.
Fog looks like it's thinning.
What? Oh, yeah. What's the time, Mac?
0100, sir.
Bridge. This is the conning tower. Radar contact.
This is Bridge. What's bearing?
033.
Captain?
Yeah.
It's just barely in range. It's funny looking. I don't think it's a fisherman this time.
This is Captain Radar. Be right there.
Scope's gone crazy. Can't be.
Keep the bridge, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Mac.
Yes, sir. This I gotta see.
Okay, Johnson, what have you got?
Yes, sir, Captain. Now, there it is, sir. See? It's a pip, then it goes. Nothing.
Scope's gone crazy.
Come left to course 033.
033, sir.
All stop.
All stop, sir.
All right, Mac, what do you hear on the bearing?
Nothing, sir. Not a thing.
Pip's gone. Nothing on the scope either.
Must be the radar, Captain. Must be with our luck.
Luck can change. Steady on course 033.
033, sir.
All ahead full.
All ahead full, sir.
You never can tell. There have been false alarms before. The procedure is standard, by the book. Maybe one last chance to break the dull, leaden monotony that smothers the boat. In the forward battery, the crew's quarters, another rumor.
Hey, we picked up speed. Really moving.
Relax, Bergen. I think they got something on the radar again. Cards to the players. Come on, you guys. I got a wife to support.
5, 10, 15 minutes. All ahead, full. The little flurry in the conning tower begins to settle. And then...
Captain? There it is, sir. We've got it now, sir. We've got it.
Yeah. Man tracking stations.
Just one pip, but it's a big one. I don't believe it.
The men run. There's excitement. No feeling of obedient drill. Even the engines sound different. In the green eye of the radar, the spot grows stronger and holds. A chance, one last glimmering chance for the captain to show he's not a book, to keep his job. Out there in the night, there's something big and fast.
Three smaller pips now, Captain. One big ship and 3 escorts. Zigzagging.
Still a long way off. Bridge.
Yes, sir?
You see anything, Frank?
Not yet. Fog's gone, but it's black as pitch. Can we come up to him?
We'll come up to him. Just keep your eyes open. Maneuvering. Tell those motor mechs back there to give it everything. All ahead flank.
Maneuvering. Make all speed.
All ahead flank, sir.
What do you think we got, Captain?
We haven't got him yet.
One ship, 3 escorts. Must be worth something to the chaps.
The moon's coming out. We're getting the moon.
That's something on sound, sir. Heavy screws bearing 041.
Frank, got him on sound now. Can you see?
I think so, Captain. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can just about see him. Bearing 040.
That's him. Oh, what do we got, Frank? What is he?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold it. Aircraft carrier coming right down the groove.
Battle stations, torpedo, make ready all tubes and stand by.
All tubes ready, sir. Standing by.
Another zig, Captain. It's coming right at us.
What's the range now?
8,000 yards, sir. Closing fast.
Light screws on sound. Destroyer 6,000 yards. He's echo ranging, sir.
Okay, Harris. Bridge, what about those escorts?
Moving around, Captain. Looks like they know their stuff. Take her down any time.
Keep your eye on them, Frank. We're going to stay up. On the firing bearing now.
You mean on the surface for the whole attack?
They're looking for something submerged. Just keep those side bearings coming. We'll stay up as long as we can.
Okay, Captain. It's your party. Barry? Mark.
041.
Range. Mark.
7500 yards.
Set. He's right on, Captain.
How much time?
None, sir. Firing point in 15 seconds. All set. Ready to shoot.
Another destroyer, sir. Light screws, high speed. Turning this way.
On, a destroyer coming right at us.
Stand by forward. Bridge.
Destroyer.
I heard you. Shooting observation. Come on, give it to me.
Break off, Captain. Dive. He's turned on his lights.
Give me the carrier's bearing.
Bearing. Mark.
All right, Frank. Clear the bridge. Get down here.
049.
Set.
Fire. Dive. Hold dive. Left full rudder. All ahead emergency. Take her down to 200 feet.
Left full rudder. All ahead emergency, sir.
Rig for depth charge. Rig for silent running.
Destroyer had us cold, Captain. 600 yards. Won't have any trouble finding us now.
Destroyer close aboard 050.
Forget the destroyer. Sound got on that carrier. Listen for those torpedoes to hit.
That's him. Here he comes.
Mac, what's the time on the torpedo run?
70 seconds. Hit any second now.
Down 40 feet. Come on, get under.
75 seconds.
It should be a hit.
80.
He's trying to ram. Hang on. Missed us. He missed.
Harris, did you hear a hit? Did you hear anything?
No, sir. I don't know. The destroyer, I didn't hear anything.
Missed. Yeah, we missed.
Down 70 feet.
All right, Sound, get on the destroyer. We're playing target now.
$200 feet, Captain. Leveling off.
How far to the bottom?
Another 100. Not so hot.
Echo ranging, sir.
He hasn't got us yet. Just poking around.
He's slowing down. Turning toward us now. Screws speeding up. Shifting to short scale. He's got a contact. Here he comes. Coming on range. He's on us. He's dropped his charges.
3, 4.
All right, boys, hang
5, 6, 7.
Hang on now.
8.
Hang on.
9. 10.
Lights out! All right, emergency lights! Turn on that lantern! Here, somebody help me with Harris.
Turn down the volume. Went right through my head. I can't hear.
Jensen, get Harris out of here. Get him to his bunk. Find the pharmacist mate.
Yes, sir.
Keep him quiet,
Yes,
Jensen.
Those charges were right on. Like he looked right down and saw us.
Yeah. Well, I guess we ran into an expert. Bergen, check all compartments, report all damage.
Yes, sir.
Mac, get somebody on sound.
I'll do it, sir.
We're in for it, huh, Captain?
Yeah. Just hope she stays together.
A beating. And for nothing. The captain tried. He had his chance. Check through the boat and pray none of the damage is beyond small, quiet repairs. Small and particularly quiet.
After bilges flooding, hull dished in but holding.
It's the captain's command because they thought he knew his job. They let him go to sea 4 times with $7 million and the lives of 82 men.
Number 1 and 2 air banks emptied. Diving planes damaged. Losing depth control.
He listens to the damage. Nothing fatal yet. But it isn't over. There's an expert up there, and he's got all the time in the world. And he's going to take it.
We will return to Escape in just a moment, but first, tomorrow night on Lux Radio Theater, Paul Douglas recreates his original screen role in an adaptation of the film play 14 Hours. Terry Moore co-stars. Also tomorrow night, Agnes Moorehead stars in Suspense's thrilling production of Charles Dickens' eerie tale, The Signal Man. Remember, on Lux Radio Theater, Paul Douglas in 14 Hours. On Suspense, Agnes Moorehead in The Signal Man. Both tomorrow night at the Star's address. And now, back to Escape.
Captain waits. Waits and listens in silence. All operations are done by hand now. No pumps, no motors. All necessary movement by silent hands. No air conditioning, no fans, and the temperature climbs to 125 degrees. The boat slants at an odd angle. A bucket brigade bails endlessly from a flooding bilge, empties it forward, hoping to level the boat. A working party tries to repair the damaged diving planes.
Okay. Once more now. Eve. Slack off. Rest.
Oh, you get back. How's it coming, Mendoza?
I can't tell, sir. She's She's jammed good. Might be able to do something to bust her boy up there.
I'll do the best you can.
Sir, are you walking back to the conning tower?
Yeah. I'm on a goodwill tour.
Fine, sir, but would you mind taking your shoes off? They make a terrible noise.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
Silence. Silence means life. Captain Hall walks the ship silently. The men smile weakly as he passes, but underneath he knows what they think. How much longer, Captain? How much more do we have to take? Captain is the brains. He knows. He should know.
Captain, we're going to get out of this, ain't we?
Yeah, Jensen, we'll get out of it. Just sit tight.
Captain Hull makes the goodwill tour. Then back to the conning tower to wait in the silent heat and sweat. The ship sweats, too. Thick, heavy humidity condensing on every possible surface. Like the steel was porous. Like the sea squeezing in. He's seen the men. He led them into this surface attack on a carrier. Be fast, get in close, and make sure. But it didn't work. Now, work hard to breathe the same foul air they breathed 4, 6, 10 hours ago. He led them into this, and for nothing.
Turning this way. Here he comes again.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Must be leaking oil. That's what gives him the spot.
The bottom. 300 feet. Not so bad. Could have been 4.
It's the oil. That's what he sees. That's all he needs.
We're not leaking oil.
He's got us perfect. He must see something.
That's enough. I said we're not leaking oil.
Captain.
What, Jensen?
Can we get off the bottom, sir?
Sure. When they get the diving planes in shape, and when our friend clears the area, we'll get up.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, we'll get up.
Jensen, you want something to do? Take over the sound watch.
Yes, sir. Hot. It's getting awful hot.
How many depth charges do you think that Jap's got?
Too many, sir. Just too many. Light screws. They're fading. He's going way off.
Gonna get a good run at it.
Maybe he thinks he scored a bullseye.
He's too good to make that kind of mistake.
Thanks. You're a big help.
Go on, get yourself. It's too hard to argue.
Captain, maybe... Does he think he got us?
Jensen, can you still hear him?
Just barely, sir. Just barely. He's gone now, sir. I can't hear him.
Captain?
Yeah, he's smart. Lie out there and wait. See if we move. That's the way we got to look at it. There's one thing he doesn't know. We got to wait anyway. All right, settle down. You're all right.
It's sinking, sir. Someone should open a window. It smells terrible in there.
Shut him up. Shut him up!
It's all right. I'm all right.
You better go to your bunk.
No, sir. I'm all right. I like it here. I wouldn't know what was going on in my bunk.
14 hours. 14 hours and the destroyer still up there. Only he can't be heard now. But there's a sense, a feel to it, like an animal in the night that isn't seen. He's sunk subs before and knows how long a sub can hold out. The physical things, battery power, air, life is gauged on those. But the men, the captain tells himself that he can hold out as long as necessary, but the men can take just so much. Which is worse, a depth charge attack or waiting for the next one.
Captain.
Yeah, Mendoza.
Diving plane working party just about completed repair.
Oh, what about it?
Waiting for an answer, sir. Chief of the party requests permission for one smack with a 10-pound sledge.
What? Is he crazy? You can hear that through the water for 10 miles.
Chief says one good smack would free the plane, sir.
Sound. Hear anything?
Fish, sir. Just fish out there.
Captain, maybe he has gone.
If the plane's working, sir, we'd be our own boss again.
Frank?
You're the captain, sir. What's the difference?
Don't let him, Captain, hear it. I know he'll hear it.
Sound, make a full sweep.
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Okay, Mendoza, permission granted. One smack.
Thank you, sir. Diving plane party. Permission granted. One smack. Make it good. Acknowledged, sir. Stand by.
They can hear that all the way to Tokyo.
Echo ranging.
I told you!
Shut up!
He's coming again now! He's gonna get us!
Shut him up! Stop him! Sit on him!
He's turning. Coming at us. He's dropping the way to starboard.
He didn't get the range. He's not sure.
He's turned away, sir. Going away at high speed.
He lost us, Captain. He lost us.
Mendoza, report from that damaged party.
Reporting now, sir. Our planes work, sir. It's a jury rig, but they work.
Captain, you think we could try to get out of here?
Let's do it, Captain. We got battery, but not much longer.
If we can get up there, sir, even if he's still there. We got torpedoes. It's better than being blown apart down here.
All right. Battle station surface, make ready all tubes and stand by. Surface, surface, surface!
feet. Leveling off.
Up periscope. Stand by, looking around. The sun's just setting. Full sweep. Surface, stand by, all tubes ready on all 4 engines.
Hatch is clear.
All right, open her up. Let's get some air.
Smell. Smell that. Oh, boy.
Open the main induction. Start the blowers.
Can't see anything. We're clear.
Nothing to port. Wait a minute.
What?
Look at the sea, Captain. Out there.
Oil.
Oil as far as you can see. Debris.
Take a big ship to put out that much junk, Frank.
You see it, Captain? That's why that baby gave us such a working over. You know what it means?
Yeah, I see it.
That's why the escort broke off attack. Probably went back to pick up survivors. What do you know?
Conning tower, pass the word. We got the carrier. Right full rudder. Set a course for home.
The course is due east, To the captain, the air smells fresh and sweet. Home with 82 men, 18 torpedoes left out of 24. But a captain who sinks a carrier doesn't have to worry about a desk job anymore. December 16, 1944. USS Amberfish, SS-593, completed her 4th war patrol. After experiencing severe depth charging from enemy forces, she surfaced and confirmed sinking of large aircraft carrier. Then set course for Pearl Harbor.
Under the direction of Anthony Ellis, Escape has brought you Pressure by Richard Chandlee, starring William Conrad as the captain, with Larry Thor as the narrator. Featured in the cast were Bob Sweeney, Hy Averback, Herb Ellis, Jerry Hausner, Frank Gerstle, Kurt Martell, and Eddie Firestone. Sound effects were by Gus Bays, Ralph Cummings, and Jack Sixsmith. The special music for Escape is composed and directed by Leith Stevens. Next week...
You are seated before the dials of your radio receiver, listening to a faint voice from the blackness beyond, while the one who speaks with words of friendship is debating the destruction of your world.
So listen next week when Escape brings you Michael Gray's exciting story, The Invasion. You want pleasure in the daytime? Here are 2 things to do about it. For one, join Arthur Godfrey Monday through Friday. For another, you're welcome to CBS Radio's House Party starring Art Linkletter. Yes, Arthur Godfrey Time and Art Linkletter's House Party every weekday on CBS Radio. This is Roy Rowan speaking. Remember, America's 45 million families listen most to the CBS Radio Network.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have before me a gleaming crystal ball. I pass my hands over it, and I can see the future. If it really worked, of course, I could rule the world. But all it shows me is the world in the year 2176, 200 years from now. And I regret to say, it's a very frightening picture.
Keith, they're after our child. What happened? How did they find out?
Celia, listen to me, darling. You can't let yourself go.
We can't let them accommodate, Eric. We can't.
You mustn't panic. That's what they're hoping for.
But what are we going to do? How can we stop Vignor?
I don't know yet. But there's one thing I do know for sure. If we panic, our son is doomed.
Our mystery drama, Area 13, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett and stars Mandel Kramer. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and True Value Hardware Stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Through a glass darkly. That is how we perceive the future. The fantasies of our science fiction writers have come true through the years with an almost frightening precision. Space flight is here. Other planets are being talked about and explored for colonization purposes. But through all the visions runs a thread of despair. Today, we take a leap 2 centuries into the future and join a meeting in progress. A meeting of the accommodators, the rulers of the one world we now have in 2176. The meeting is chaired by Kryl, provost of the accommodators.
Rulers and counselors of the planet, it is the considered opinion of your provost that we are faced with a grave crisis. The matter came to my attention only yesterday, which explains the emergency nature of this extraordinary session. It was included in a routine report of our sentinel from Area 13. I have taken the liberty of extracting from the computer the portions of the tape that comprise the crux of the matter. I urge our closest attention as I replay those portions now.
Computer readouts indicate presence of non-registered, unaccommodated child in Area 13. Attempts to identify child have all proved fruitless. All information fed to Comp Master came back with same reading. Insufficient data. Please advise.
The silence I hear in the chamber properly reflects the gravity of the situation and explains the presence of our esteemed friend Vignor at this meeting.
Since the provost has mentioned my name, I would like it to be put on the record that I think, with all due respect, that he is overreacting.
Reasons?
Computer error, for one.
Yes, possibility, but remote.
Assuming for the moment our Sentinel's information is correct and that somewhere in Area 13 there is a non-registered, unaccommodated child, where is the crisis?
As you well know, Vignor, our genetic makeup is different. We can experience neither anger, nor joy, nor remorse. But we do have the capacity for and the desire to use power.
I know all that. Why was I summoned? What are my orders?
They will be given to you privately by me in complete confidence. Very well, councilors, this meeting is now dismissed, with council members assured that this grave matter will be dealt with promptly and efficiently. And I think we will find my office more comfortable.
I assume you intend sending me to Area 13.
It is correct. I call your attention to your genetic chart on the screen behind my desk.
I really don't understand why you've gone to so much...
Please, Vignor, it's vital that you understand the importance of this mission. Now, you are a unique blend. Your mother was artificially inseminated with an unusual helix formation, which produced an individual with the characteristics that make you so outstanding in your designated work. But...
Yes?
These two characteristics are empathy and a certain measure of understanding. On this assignment, I warn you to be extremely aware of them, because we must discover the identity of this child.
Understood. But one child, Kryl?
You completely understand that the population must be controlled. One pebble dropped in the wrong place at the wrong time can cause an avalanche. You must not fail, Vignor.
Keith, why are you so late? I've been waiting here by the fountain for over an hour. I've almost given up hope and gone back to work.
Celia, I couldn't get away from the hospital on such short notice. We were running tests on what appears to be a new viral strain, which, fortunately, seems relatively harmless. What's the matter? Did we have a problem?
Marissa called to tell me about the arrival of a new teacher at Alpha. She asked me to arrange housing.
And that made you send me the emergency signal and meet here where we can't be taped?
You know how friendly I am with Marissa. She says Alpha doesn't need a new language teacher.
Meaning what?
I'm afraid they found out. Keith, I'm terrified.
Celia, darling, look, give me your hands. Now, just look at me.
Keith, we never should have done it.
I want to quote to you from one of the banned books, and listen closely.
The guilty flee where no man pursueth.
But our son is being pursued. I know it. I feel it.
But there's still no facts to support your feeling.
Well, how about my intuition? You've always claimed to have great respect for it.
All right. Let's assume for the moment that there is something to justify your feelings. What do we do?
I don't know.
Just hand over Eric, our son, and say, here he is, accommodated?
No.
And that would also bring up the question of what the council would do with us. Have you thought of that?
Heaven help me, I have.
Well, I have, too. Maybe they'd forgive us and leave us alone if we gave up our son.
Never. We made a decision 9 years ago, and we're going to stay with it.
I always knew I married the right girl. Now, come on, darling. Let's take a realistic look at what we can expect, assuming that this new language teacher is what you think he is.
If he is, Eric, you and I are doomed.
No, not necessarily. Look at it this way. It took them 9 years before they even got suspicious. So we've covered our tracks well.
Not well enough.
Again, I disagree with you. Look at the facts. If they knew that Eric was an unreported child who hadn't been accommodated, they'd just have walked into the school and plucked him out of it.
Well, that's true.
So even if this new teacher is a spy, he's here trying to locate Eric. And we have no choice but to see that he doesn't locate him.
Well, how do we do that?
By holding fast to our original plan, which worked for 9 years. And above all, not to give this fellow even a whiff of the fact that we have anything to fear.
Oh, Mrs. Luton. Mr. Luton. Sorry to shout after you like this, but I'd just come from your house. Because Marissa told me you were the one to see about living space. Lucky I ran into you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Vignor. Oh, didn't Marissa give you my name?
Of course, it slipped my mind.
You do have a place for me to stay.
Of course. It's not very elegant.
Oh, as a teacher, I'm really not used to elegance. But why don't we go back to your house for a chat?
Well, I'd like to, Mr. Vignor, but I'm due back at the hospital. As a matter of fact, I never should have taken this brick.
Why did you? Oh, don't take that as a thrust, Doctor. I'm very well aware that all work and no play makes an unaccommodated citizen very unhappy.
Well, all right, if it won't take too long.
Not long at all. Matter of fact, I can not only arrange my room, but also get your feelings about the children's needs at Alpha. I'm seeing all the parents. I really have a great deal to do, and if I'm to succeed, I'd better fill you in right away. Briefly, the Educational Alliance has been concerned with the results coming out of Alpha in the language field. Now, as an expert in language and an expert in child psychology, I'd like to hear your feelings about this.
Well, we have no feelings because, frankly, we haven't noticed any problem.
No, of course you wouldn't. After all, you're unaccommodated parents of an unaccommodated child. And with everyone equal, there should be no language problem at all.
You do realize that we're monitored here?
Of course.
How did you know that we were unaccommodated?
Oh, come now, Doctor. I would never have been sent into this area without a thorough briefing. Besides, there's always the factor of the high visibility that all unaccommodated citizens share.
Mr. Vignor, to be perfectly honest, I find this conversation very disturbing.
In what way?
Well,
You find the monitor inhibiting?
No, not at all. We accept that as part of our conditions. We understand the privilege of being unaccommodated, and we're happy to pay the price.
Happy? Now, there's an adjective that is only in the vocabulary of the unaccommodated. Isn't that so, Mrs. Luton?
We're also capable of experiencing sorrow, Mr. Vignor.
But there's no reason in our civilization for sadness.
Mr. Vignor, can we come back to the reason for this meeting? The children, remember?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't made myself clear. When any problem arises concerning the education of the children, the council feels it is an area for concern. Now, as you well know, with a tightly controlled population, there should be no problems with education at all. Now, even though I intend to speak to all of the parents in this area, the only ones I think that can be of help are the unaccommodated parents.
Why?
Well, I should think the answer is obvious. All accommodated parents will be satisfied with whatever progress or lack of it their children are making, whereas...
Both Keith and I are perfectly satisfied with the progress of our son at Alpha.
Excellent. That gives us a starting point. Although I know your son, Richard, is that his name?
Yes, that's his name.
Yes, that Richard is unaccommodated. He was registered according to the regulations, and I'm relieved to find that his progress is normal. Now, have you had any occasion to observe any of the other children?
No.
Well, I suppose that might be too much to expect, but I was hoping that you or your husband could give me some hint as to...
As to what, exactly? I'm still confused about what you're looking for, Mr. Vignor.
I'm looking for help, Doctor. Now, at the risk of boring you, I have to remind you about a subject you know a great deal about. Our genetic population plan. Now, since all accommodated children are born artificially with rigidly controlled helix systems, it becomes a major source of concern when our computer bank indicates some malfunction, no matter how slight. Now, if I may say so, Doctor, you and your wife represent 1/500th of our fail-safe lifeline. That is, you reproduce normally with children that we know to be unaccommodated. Now, I was hoping that perhaps in your position at the hospital, you might have come across something unusual in the way of illness in one of the children.
Oh, well, no, if anything of the sort had occurred, I would have reported it immediately.
Of course you would. How could you do otherwise?
I have no right to ask this question, but I'm curious. What is your genetic pattern, Mr. Vignor?
Well, Dr. Luden, I may someday satisfy your curiosity. But at the moment, I feel we don't know each other well enough. So, if your wife will be kind enough to hand me the card with the address of my quarters, I'll say goodbye for now.
Life in the year 2176. A grim picture? Perhaps, but if we stop and think, how far away are we from leading lives such as the citizens in Area 13? Maybe it won't be as long as 200 years. As for me, I sincerely hope it'll be a lot longer. We'll be back with Act 2 shortly. The sounds of the future. Will they be the harmonious music of the spheres? Or will they be disturbingly dissonant sounds that herald a darker design? Here's one view of one world in the year 2176. We continue our story in the office of the administrator of the Alpha Institute, in what is designated as Area 13. She's talking with the newly assigned language teacher.
I wanted to talk to you about these vocabulary tests which are scheduled for tomorrow.
Yes?
I thought perhaps we should discuss them.
Well, fine. Let's do so.
It's difficult for me.
Why?
Well, you probably know that I am not patterned for questioning orders.
Certainly you're patterned for dealing with problems in your field.
Of course.
The tests are educational. Therefore, you should be able to discuss them.
Well, it just seems to me that these tests are structured more to measure a spirit of independence rather than a language skill.
Well, that's interesting. How do you reach that conclusion?
Well, this question, number 4, which reads, pick the right word to complete the following sentence. I am very good, bad, lost, me.
Well?
I am me, of course, is bad grammar. But I'm puzzled as to why it was included at all. It seems to point in quite another direction rather than language.
What direction?
I really don't know. I suppose I could be mistaken.
Could you?
Of course I must be. I don't know what made me bring it up in the first place.
Well, let me congratulate you. You're really a very well-accommodated citizen.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, you were only half mistaken. Several of those questions don't properly belong in a language test.
I see.
For some unexplained reason, in my genetic pattern, there is an abundance of curiosity. I don't know how or why it happened, but it did. And that's the reason for those questions. Merely to satisfy my curiosity.
Marissa, what a delightful surprise.
I was afraid you might still be at work, and Celia, I am very upset. It's about
As a matter of fact, Marissa, you were lucky to catch me. I've got a date with Keith, and I'm late now.
But I need to talk to someone, and...
I'm not going to run out on you. I was just going to suggest you come along with me. We can always send Keith on an errand to find some excuse so we can be alone. So come along now, Marissa. All right, Melissa. Now we can talk.
I really don't understand why you and Keith come here. It is so noisy, and it's not even near your house or the hospital.
Oh, this is where Keith and I first met. You know how we unaccommodated are. It's romantic to us.
I suppose it means something to you, but it is beyond my past.
Oh, forget about that. Now tell me why you came to see me.
It's just that I have a feeling. No, I suppose all I can say is I just don't feel right.
How about seeing Keith? He might be able to...
No. Keith is the same as any other doctor. He would just send me to an adjuster.
You think there's really something wrong with your harmony structure?
There must be.
Well, what makes you say that?
Because I know I should not be feeling the way I do. Zigner told me that the language tests were all right, and he even explained about those questions. But I still
What
feel...
is this about Vignor and language tests? What does he have to do with your feelings?
Vignor is the new language teacher at Alpha. And those tests are not really vocabulary tests. They are neither valid nor reliable for vocabulary tests.
What do you think they are?
Individuality tests. Self-will tests, if that makes it any clearer.
That makes it very clear. Why do you think a language teacher would give tests in that classification?
I do not know. I cannot understand it, and that's what troubles me. I also do not think...
Yes?
Nothing.
No one can help you if you don't communicate, Marissa.
I know, but...
You don't trust me?
Oh, it is not that. You and Keith have been so close. I sometimes don't understand why someone like me should be so well accepted by you and Keith.
That invisible line that's drawn between accommodated and unaccommodated citizens is really not factual. Now, what disturbs you about Vignor?
It's just that he does not seem to be or behave like a real language teacher. It is not just the tests. His whole attitude is somehow different. And it feels wrong.
Perhaps he's unaccommodated.
I don't know. I do not think so. But he's different. He bothers me.
Why?
If I tell you, do you promise you will not tell a soul except Keith?
I promise.
I am worried about my son. I do not know why. But I feel Zignor's presence here threatens my son.
Now I'm sure you understand why I asked you to meet me here in the park before dinner.
Of course, darling. We can't be monitored here beside the fountain.
Well, what do you think?
Celia, I think you're right. I think your instinct is dead on target as usual.
Much good that does us. Our son is going to be accommodated. Or worse.
Well, you're assuming that Vignor will find him.
Oh, let's face it, Keith. We're up against the state, the counselors, Carl. What chance do we stand against them?
Only one, my love. We are unaccommodated.
Meaning?
Meaning that we're unpredictable. That's our only chance against all the computers, all the machinery that's arrayed against us. Remember, it's mechanical.
And terrifyingly efficient.
Well, we fooled it for 9 years.
Well, how did they discover it now?
They haven't. Hold on to that, Celia. They're only suspicious. It's up to us to throw them off the track again.
But there's Marissa. She's already disturbed. Well, what do you think it will take to make her break?
I'm afraid very little, but remember, she knows nothing.
But strangely enough, she feels she should be worried about her son. She's desperately looking for an excuse to have him recessed for the time that Vignor's here.
She mustn't do that.
Oh, I know. Well, I think I managed to persuade her to hold off. But she's carrying a tremendous guilt load.
Well, what has she got to feel guilt for?
Oh, Keith. She's accommodated, and she's been told that the tests are really what they claim to be. Even daring to harbor a suspicion that what she's been told is incorrect is breaking her pattern. The question is, what do we do?
I have to think.
Do we have time?
I don't know, Celia, but if we act without thinking, we're playing right into their hands. All we have is ourselves and the brains we were born with. And if they aren't enough to outthink a patterned human robot, then we might as well pack everything in and forget about us, our son, and the world.
You have reached trial.
This is Vignor with my first progress report from Area 13. Will it save time if I assume that you've already heard a transcription of my talk with Alpha Administrator Marissa Finlayson?
I have indeed heard the discussion. So far, your report has given me nothing.
An analysis of my discussion with Finlayson points to several significant factors.
Which are?
Her stress behavior is irregular for an accommodated citizen.
Yes, granted. What else?
I, therefore, shall want an instant super check on her patterns and background.
It has been activated. More information, please.
My conclusions are that there's something that I have been unable to trace. But very definitely something out of the ordinary in Alpha Institute.
Irregularity is irksome, but not as dangerous as having an unreported individualist child in Area 13. Are you reporting such an individual?
No, not yet. If I make such a report, you will have the name of the child.
I expect it. The report on Marissa Finlayson is here.
Can you scan it for me?
Finlayson. Program for executive in educational field. Everything normal through childhood and adolescence. Since pattern was specifically designed for work with children, she remained unattached as programmed. Was selected for insemination for an accommodated male child in 2167. Birth normal, child normal, and registered as pattern for engineering.
Any behavioral changes since you became a mother?
None noted.
Ever visited an adjuster?
No record. What prompts that question?
You heard her question me on the purpose of the tests. Now, isn't that inconsistent with her pattern?
Possibly.
I'm curious to know why, when I pushed her, that she ran to see her unaccommodated friend, Celia Luton.
The Lutons were our prime target. They had a normal birth of an unaccommodated child 9 years ago. Periodic checks on the child as ordered have been scrupulously followed. Everything is completely regular.
The question of the unusual close friendship between Finlayson and the Lutons still nags at me.
Perhaps I can offer an explanation that will satisfy you.
It might save some time.
As you well know, there is one factor which the programmers have been unable to control. There is no gene they've been able to isolate to govern it. And that is the amount of parental concern evidenced by members of both sexes. It varies from male to male and from female to female. I suggest that since Finlayson was strongly child-oriented and she and the Lutons both have one child, that is the link which binds them and would account for their association. Well?
Trial, you just might have hit upon something that I overlooked. I'm thinking I might reveal my true identity and my purpose.
To what end?
Well, I'm curious to study the reactions of the three people we've been discussing.
And I remind you that I and the council are interested only in the success of your mission.
I'm sure you already prepared an alternative in the event that I should fail.
Of course. We shall do a complete min-lobotomal sift screen of every child in Area 13.
Won't that drastically affect the unskilled labor population and give you a large oversupply in those fields?
Unquestionably. It will also throw off the balance in the skilled fields that we had carefully planned. But that is infinitely preferable to leaving the problem unsolved.
Trial, just to satisfy my curiosity, what do your computers say would happen if an unaccommodated child went undetected into adult life on this planet?
The story you're hearing is supposed to be taking place in the year 2176. I wonder whether any of the citizens of that world had heard of the old saying, curiosity killed the cat. Or, conversely, the answer, satisfaction brought it back. We'll find out exactly how Vignor, the undercover man of 2176, went about satisfying his curiosity right after these messages. The year is 2176, 4 centuries after the Declaration of Independence. However, in the world of the future, as we see it, not only is that historic declaration forgotten, but independence is a word to be feared, and independence of thought and obscenity to be stamped out. We resume our story with Vignor, the undercover representative of the Planetary Council, calling on Celia and Keith Luton.
I hope I'm not intruding on your evening at home, but I have 2 confessions to make. That is, if you 2 charming people will take the time to listen.
Well, Celia and I are always happy to have visitors, but we're not adjusters nor even compensators, and listening to confessions is out of our line.
Well, my confessions aren't all that earth-shaking. As a matter of fact...
Do you honestly think this is the time and the place for confessions, Mr. Vigner, no matter how unimportant they may seem to you?
Oh, you mean the monitor? Well, nothing I have to say that a sentinel would be shocked to hear. My first confession is that I intruded on you without an invitation simply because I was lonely. Now, you know my home is in Area 4, and you and Marissa are about the only people that I know here.
Well, then you were perfectly right to come here.
My second confession is much more interesting. You see, I am not really a language teacher.
I really don't think we should hear any more.
I need your help.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no way we can help you.
How do you know? You don't even know who I am or what my problem is.
We're not interested.
I'm here representing the council, and I need your help.
Oh. Are we to take that as a directive?
No. Nothing so formal. I'm merely requesting a friendly discussion.
Of course, just a friendly discussion on a monitored, recorded conversation.
Surely you 2 must be used to that by now?
Well, we're not used to discussions with council representatives.
Oh, by the way, everything that we say here must be kept completely confidential.
Except for the sentinel on the monitor, of course.
Now, things would go much more smoothly if you'd relax and just look upon me as a sort of colleague.
Oh, that's too much. You come here as a council spy. Admit you're not what you're supposed to be, and ask us to involve ourselves in whatever scheme you have in mind and treat you as a colleague?
You're not even curious about my mission?
All we want to do is to be left alone.
Not even a question as to why I come to you rather than anyone else in the area?
All right, Mr. Fickner, why are you here and why did you choose us?
I am here to trace a rumor, an unverified report on an unregistered, unaccommodated child in the area. I chose you, obviously, because you're the only unaccommodated citizens in the area.
Well, our son has been registered.
I know. Still, the council asked me to come here. Now, I was wondering whether you had noticed anything different about any of the other children in Alpha.
But I'm sure you've been informed that we have no more than the usual casual contact with the children in Alpha, other than our son. I still don't understand why you have come to us.
You know, in ancient literature, they had a saying which went, set a thief to catch a thief. So,
Mr. Bittner, I think we have every right to resent the implication that we're lawbreakers. We've lived up to the letter of every regulation. We've monitored and observed every minute of the day and night, and I want the Sentinel to note that.
All I meant was that in searching for an unaccommodated child, it would be only natural to turn to unaccommodated citizens who would quickly recognize that singular, quick brightening of the eyes when something occurs that pleases an unaccommodated child. That, in short, makes him happy.
Both Celia and I are happily busy with our work, and we had no reason to be particularly observant with any children.
How about your friend, Marissa Finlayson?
What about her?
My question. Has she exhibited any erratic behavior recently?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific.
For an accommodated person, she seems to hold some unaccommodated ideas.
Ridiculous. As a female, I'm closer to Marissa than Keith, and I've never heard her express any opinion for which she wasn't patterned.
I have. It was in connection with a test that I'm giving to all the Alpha children.
A language test?
Supposedly. I informed Finlayson that was its purpose, and despite my telling her, she questioned it.
But she's patterned as an educational expert. If she saw that something was wrong, wouldn't it be her pattern to point it out?
It's only that thought that prevents me from recommending an adjustment. Now, I was hoping you and your husband might have a talk with her and find out what, if anything, is causing these reactions.
We're not spies.
Of course not. But you also have a stake in the success of my mission.
Well, I can't quite see how your success or failure will affect us.
Well, I'll be quite frank. Unless I hand in a satisfactory report to the council, they will order a lobotomal screen sift for every child in the area, including, of course, your son.
Then you agree with me that this Vigner isn't a language teacher?
I didn't say that, Marissa. It's just that I can see you're upset.
And I do have something to be upset about. The language tests will be given tomorrow, and then Eric will be in trouble.
Well, what makes you so sure?
Eric has influenced me. Now, I know you are going to say it is ridiculous that a 9-year-old boy can influence someone, but there are things about him that have startled me. Oh, Celia, take my word for it. He is different.
And you believe this difference will show up on the test devised by Vignor?
I am sure of it.
Well, I can't see why you're so upset, Marissa. Even if what you say is true and Eric should test out irregularly, he'll simply be sent to an adjuster, and then everything will be fine. Isn't that so?
It isn't only Eric. It is I, Celia. I do not think you can understand what he has meant to me. He has such a new way of looking at things and questioning some things I've never understood. I think if anything should change Eric, I would need an adjuster. Perhaps I need one anyway.
Have you spoken of any of this to Vignor?
No. I suppose I should have, but...
No. Never. Never, never even mention it to him. Marissa, that's a directive. Just keep your doubts entirely to yourself, and don't ever breathe a word of them to Vignor. We've been here half an hour, and we still don't know what we're going to do.
We have to think of something.
No use. We're trapped, and Eric...
Honey, don't give up. We can't give up.
I can't help thinking that maybe if we'd reported Eric and registered him, he would have been better off.
No, now you're thinking the way they want you to. You know what Eric's life would have been. Monitored 24 hours a day. The only place he could ever talk is in the park with a fountain. They'd have made him a doctor, whether he wanted to be or not. He'd have practiced medicine the way they tell him to. They'd pick an unaccommodated girl for him to marry, and he'd reproduce on order.
And now he'll be turned into a vegetable.
Well, maybe not. Yes. Maybe we can still win this battle. Celia, you gave me the idea when you told me how much Marissa's concerned about her son.
Well, how does that help?
She'll help. Don't you see? She'll help us repeat what we did when Eric was born.
I don't follow you.
Come on, think, darling. Remember how all this started? Do you recall how we were joking about what a coincidence it would be if our child and Marissa's were born almost at the very same time?
I'm not likely to forget that. It was then we started thinking seriously if the children were of the same sex and were born just a few hours apart. We could exchange children. And that way give Eric a chance to grow up unaccommodated and unmonitored. I never held Eric in my arms. Never once.
Celia, darling, we knew what we were doing when we agreed to let Marissa believe Eric was her son, to raise him as hers, while we brought up her child. We did talk about it, remember?
Well, we never talked about it ending up in this hopeless, terrifying mess.
Don't give up yet, Celia. Don't forget we were successful once.
But that was in the hospital, where you were in complete charge. You had access to the records. You could issue directives to the staff.
Don't you see? Marissa's the administrator at Alpha Institute with complete access to the tests. All we have to do is persuade her to switch papers, substitute Eric's for Richard's, and everything will appear to be normal. After all, her son, Richard, whom we are raising as our child, is reported as unaccommodated, and it's only natural that he should test that way.
Well, of course, and then Richard's paper will show no trace of independence. Oh, but, Keith, that means we have to tell Marissa. Then she'll know everything.
No, not everything. You will tell her you're doing this because she came for help. We tell her nothing about Eric. Not that we're his real parents or that he is unaccommodated.
But Marissa's accommodated. Can we trust her?
I don't know, Celia. I'm beginning to think so. I'm beginning to have hope not only for Eric, but for this whole planet. I mean, look at the effect Eric has already had on Marissa. You told me she's thinking differently.
But what about Vignor? Won't he be looking for tricks?
You leave Vignor to me. The first thing you have to do is find out how the papers are collected and marked and classified. Now, you get on that right away, honey.
And where do I meet you when I've got the information?
The admitting room at the hospital.
Oh, but isn't that monitored?
Yes, it's monitored but not recorded. There are too many conversations. The only recording is the actual admission procedure. Oh, darling, I love you. Good luck. Well, how'd it go?
She's on tranquilizers. But she agreed.
And the language test papers?
Special printed questions according to Vignor's orders. No names. Each child's registration number encoded at the top of the paper. Answers computerized and results printed out.
That's great. We couldn't have hoped for anything better.
Now, what are you going to do?
I have hundreds of hospital forms with every child's registration number encoded on top.
Yes, but those are hospital forms.
But the numbers aren't. Now, I'll check Richard and Eric's registration numbers and pick up a couple of forms. Then you'll have Marissa extract the 2 test papers before they get to the computer.
And what about Vigner?
Just get me the time when he's giving the test, and I'll take care of him.
Keith, I just thought of something terrible. If you succeed, Vigner fails. And if he fails, every child in the area will be given a lobotomal sift screen. There's no way we can save Eric.
We only have Vigner's word for that. I'm sure it's an empty threat. No, you just get me those test papers.
All right, Dr. Luton, now that I'm here, can you tell me what is so vitally important that I have to leave my classroom in the middle of testing and rush over?
Mr. Vigner, I think I found the child that you've been looking for.
Well, congratulations. You really amaze me, Doctor. Can I have his name and address?
Of course. His name is Robert Claster, and his address is right here. He was the victim of an accident, and he died on the operating table at 2 a.m. this morning.
Now, Dr. and Mrs. Luton, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. If we'd known, we'd have left word.
I have some shocking news for you. You see, you were wrong about the identity of the unreported child. He wasn't Robert Claster.
He wasn't?
No. And I've established the identity of the child in question beyond any doubt. Would you be kind enough to accompany me back to your house?
Why?
Since you're vitally concerned, I think you should hear my oral report, which will be given first to the Sentinel and then supplemented in writing. Now make yourselves comfortable, because I'm afraid you're in for a shock when you hear what I've discovered.
I think we've had enough of this cat and mouse game. Go ahead with your report.
I shall. And get yourself under control, Doctor. This is Vigner reporting on possible unregistered, unaccommodated male child in Area 13. Investigation showed that this report was triggered by clerical computer error in the use of the reverse production filmstat machine. For some reason, the machine had been programmed to interchange test papers of male child registered number 4519 and male child 3861.
But that's Richard's number.
I'll have to ask you to remain silent, Mrs. Luton, until the report is completed. Male child number 3861 is accommodated son of Marissa Finlayson. Name, Eric Finlayson. Number 4519 is Richard Luton, registered unaccommodated child of Dr. and Mrs. Keith Luton. With the resulting interchange on all tests, there was a notable variance in results, which led to misunderstanding. Case report completed and closed. Signed, Vigner. I can see why this is your favorite spot, Dr. Luton.
All right, Vigner, you can stop playing around. It's quite obvious you know everything. But what Celia and I want to know is, why did you do it? Why did you lie in your report?
If I tell you the truth, you won't believe me.
Try me.
Curiosity, Doctor. I have a tremendous amount of curiosity in my pattern. And I confess that I cannot resist trying to find out just what will happen to this controlled environment if one male, unreported, unaccommodated person grows into adulthood.
Men see the future differently, but there's no gainsaying the ever more frightening strides that science is making. We long ago discovered the power to destroy ourselves, and now we're faced with the even more frightening power of being able to control reproduction and the making of man. But so long as there is one mind in the world capable of independent thought, then there's hope. Because man's mind is capable of anything. Everything is in it, the past as well as the future. I'll be back shortly. Each of us has our personal and different pictures of what the 22nd century may be like. But the most horrific picture ever drawn is continued in a very frightening scene. It is the year 2200. There's only one man left alive on the entire earth. He sits alone in his small room, and suddenly he hears a knock on the door. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Ian Martin, Marion Seldes, and Joan Lovejoy. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Lost in a London fog, uncertain whether the figures looming around you are real or creatures of your imagination. And somewhere in the wet grayness lurks a murderer from whom you must escape.
Escape, produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and carefully contrived to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. Tonight, we escape to a fog-shrouded city and the terror of a shell-shocked mind, as Algernon Blackwood describes them in his ghostly story, Confession.
There was no doubt about it. The woman was dead. Her cheek was cold to my touch. The head of the long, sharp hatpin protruded from her breast above the heart. She was dead, murdered. And I stood there by the bed, my brain whirling crazily. I was alone in an empty house with a murdered woman. And then suddenly fear flashed across my brain and cleared it. I heard the door below open and close. Footsteps. Someone was coming across the downstairs hall, onto the stairs. Coming up here. In a moment, I would be discovered. In a moment, someone would walk into this room and see me standing over the body. In a moment, my escape would be cut off. Quickly, I slipped across the hall and into another of the empty bedrooms. I leaned against the closed door, breathing heavily, listening to those steps come closer. Would he look into any of the other bedrooms first? Would I be discovered here? He passed my door and went into the room, straight in, closed the door behind him. Then he knew where to come. I waited a moment, waited for some sound, some gasp of discovery. There was none. Then he knew what to expect. I must escape quickly before he came out of that room. I started down the stairs, carefully, to avoid any sound. And suddenly the door of that room opened. The beam of a flashlight searched down the hall. I took the stairs 3 at a time, burst open the front door, and fled into the street, fled into the sanctuary of the fog. How long and how far I ran, I do not know. I could see nothing, feel nothing but the clammy dampness of the fog. I don't know whether he was still following me or not. I ran out of sheer terror, up one street, down another, with no idea of where I was or where I was going. Perhaps I was running in circles. Perhaps I would run right back to the house. Well, I stopped. I leaned heavily against the wall. My hands were shaking as I raised them to my perspiring face. I held them there to steady them, ran them through my wet hair. My hat. I didn't have it. I'd left my hat back there in that room, on the bed beside that dead woman. And it had my initials in it.
Nearby, a street lamp formed a fuzzy ball of yellow in the enveloping murk. And now a figure loomed suddenly beneath it, just as she had materialized so short a time ago under another streetlight. Or was it the same one? Was it she again? Was it he, the one who was following me? Was it real at all? Perhaps it was only a creature of my madness.
My dear sir, you're ill.
I...
Oh, here, old fellow, let me help you. Why, you're almost ready to fall.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Here, just lean on my arm.
Yes. You are real, aren't you?
Real? Huh. I don't understand. I say, you're very near collapse, you know. And I happen to be a doctor. Luckily, too, you're just outside my very house. Come in for a moment, won't you?
Why, you're very kind. Yes, I will, if it's not too much trouble for you.
None at all, my dear chap. Please do.
Within 5 minutes, I was seated in a comfortable chair before a toasting fire, sipping a hot cup of tea. I could feel my nerves relaxing, but the traces of my illness must have been clear on my face, because my host observed.
Your trouble is shell shock, isn't it?
Why, yes. How did you know?
I've been in the service, and I'm a doctor.
Oh, of course. I only meant I'm supposed to be recovered, or almost. But I got lost in the fog, felt ill suddenly. Terrified, you know.
I know. You should never have been out on a night like this. If you've got far to go, you'd better let me put you up.
You're very kind indeed, but I don't want to be any trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. I'd like to be of help. It's the least we veterans can do for each other. Oh, the blasted war. Thank goodness it's over. You're not English, are you?
No, Canadian. I haven't been demobilized yet. I'm still in the Army hospital at Regent's Park under the care of Dr. Henry.
Ah, yes. Very good man. I'd say he's done well by you. Up till tonight, I mean.
Yes. Of course, we had no idea there would be a fog. I still get in a panic when I feel all alone.
Well, that's usual, but then there was something more than that tonight, wasn't there?
What do you mean?
Simply that you've had rather a severe shock quite recently, haven't you?
How did you know that?
My dear chap, I'm a doctor. My business to know. You were in much too agitated a state when I found you for me to suppose it could have been done simply by the fog. And if I may hazard another guess, I should say it would be a relief to you and wise as well if you could unburden yourself to someone who would understand. Am I not right?
Someone who would understand? That's just it. I doubt if there is anyone like that. It's so incredible.
Oh, the more incredible, the greater your need to tell it. Repression in cases like yours can be dangerous, as you must know. You think you've hidden it, but it bides its time and it comes up later causing a lot of trouble. Confession, you know. Confession is good for the soul.
Yes, I suppose you are right. But it is so wildly unbelievable.
Since we're strangers, my belief or disbelief can make no difference. And I think I can promise you in advance that I shall believe all you have to say.
Well, but I've got to tell somebody about it soon anyway.
Cigarette to help the telling?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'd better start back at the very beginning of the adventure, then. It started today at the sanitarium. I've been there for some months, and today, when Dr. Henry called to check on me, I knew...
Well, young man, you're as fit as a prize heifer and twice as frisky. The diet here must agree with you.
I have no complaints, Doctor, but if I'm well again, then I'd like to get back into circulation.
Will you listen to him, nurse, rushing things as usual? You'd think he didn't like us here.
Oh, the way he bothers us to let him go into town, I'm sure of it, Doctor. He's getting so healthy, he's bursting at the seams.
There, you see? How about it, Doctor? Can't I just have a day or an evening in town?
What's the great attraction in that dirty place? Some girl, no doubt?
Well, yes, that is in a way. I met her in France. She's a Red Cross girl. She's invited me to stop in for tea if I'm up in London, and, well, it's just that I'd feel human again, seeing a girl having tea, a cigarette, chatting. That's all.
Young man, I not only approve of your day in town, I'm prescribing it. It'll do you good. You've got to start getting used to society again anyway.
And you think I can manage it alone?
Why not? You get around the neighborhood by yourself well enough, don't you? There's nothing so very different about London. Certainly nothing to be afraid of.
No, of course not.
Call the young lady and find out the directions, where to get off the underground, what turns to take, and so on. Go in the daytime, return before dark. No danger of getting lost. Should be simple. Nothing to it. Do you good.
Then this means I'm getting better. I'll be able to go home soon?
There you go. Rushing things again. But yes, I think perhaps we're on the last leg. Oh, that'll be all, nurse.
Yes, Dr. Henry.
Now, tell me, young man, what about your friends?
No, Doctor. I think they've deserted me. I don't see them anymore. No more ghosts. No more dead comrades stopping in for a chat.
Good. For how long now?
Oh, several weeks at least. I can hardly remember when I last saw one.
Thought you saw.
Yes, thought. Of course, in the dark room at night, sometimes the shadows...
That's not quite the same thing. Lots of well people fancy they see the shadows move at night, especially after they've been reading some penny dreadful.
Yes, I suppose so.
At any rate, you can distinguish between the real people and the unreal now, and that's a big step, considering how you were a few months ago.
Well, it's only when I feel completely alone, cut off, that the old panic begins a little, but not as much as before.
Many people don't like to feel alone and cut off, but they can fight down that panicky feeling, nip it in the bud. So will you in time. But I must warn you, a severe shock could undo all our work. By all means, avoid shock.
Avoid shock, he said. Very funny, isn't it? But who could have known then what would happen? How could I have suspected as I went about planning my day in town, my holiday? I called the girl, arranged our tea party. I was to be at her little house in Morley Place at 4.
So easy to find the first time. With your Canadian backwoods instinct, she'll probably manage it better than any Londoner.
Yes, I'm sure I will. It's near South Kensington Station, then.
Exactly. You change at Piccadilly Circus.
Yes.
Without leaving the underground station. And come to South Ken. That's 3 streets left from there. Then 2 right, 1 more left, and right again into Morley Place. It's really not far.
Oh, I'll find it, all right. Now, don't go to any great bother.
Oh, you just leave that to me. This is a special occasion, you know. Till 4, then.
Until 4. Yes. Thanks. And so it all started out as a cheerful adventure. And everything went well into the city. I made my change underground at Piccadilly, took the local to South Kensington Station. And there I came up at surface again. And when I walked out, I stepped into a solid, opaque blanket of white fog. I could hear the traffic, the rumble of the city around me. I could hear footsteps, an occasional muffled voice. But I could see almost nothing. This is how a blind man feels then. The only objects of relief from that dreadful enveloping gray wall were an occasional blur of yellow from a street lamp or a motor car headlight, a glimmering patch from some big lighted shop window here and there, and the figures of other people passing by, dark and floating and indistinct. Or were they people? Might they not be those phantom figures again, just like the ones that haunted me before I went into the sanitarium? Ghostly, blurred figures of dead comrades from Dunkirk and Abbeville and the mud of Belgium. Ah, here comes another one. I can hear his cane tapping. Look closely now, make sure. There. He looked real enough, didn't he? They are real, I'm positive of it, and I'm not alone. They're all around me. But even as I told myself this, the old panic was growing inside. Here now, old fellow, you've got to get hold of yourself. Next one comes along, speak up. Speak up to him. Ask him the way to Morley Place. Ask, can you put me on the trail to Morley Place? Just like that. You'll see. Here now. Here he comes. Ask the way. Beg pardon. Can you put me on...
I say, is this right for the tube station, do you know? I'm utterly lost.
I want South Kensington.
Why, yes, I have just come from there. Straight along, I think.
Oh, thanks awfully.
Oh, but I say, can you put me on the trail to Morley Place? He's gone. Well, no matter. He was real enough. He spoke up like a real person, all right. Maybe the next... Oh, I say, I beg your pardon.
Oh, I'm frightfully sorry. I didn't see you and you standing still.
I'm afraid I must be lost. Can you direct me to Morley Place?
Oh, dear. I think you've missed your turning. You'll have to double back a street, and maybe two, and take the first turn to the right, and go one street, and then double back two, and then left again, then you'll come.
I say, thanks. That was first right, and then... She's gone. Disappeared. Like a ghost. The panic was rising in me. They were real people, yes, but they appeared and disappeared so disconcertingly quickly. And when I turned off down the main street, there were fewer of them. I turned again and again. But I couldn't remember the directions. Suddenly, I knew I was lost. And now I was in some little backwater where passers-by were rare, where no one came, where I was alone. Now the panic swept over me. I stumbled on a curb. My cane swept empty air. I fell to the icy pavement. I was shaking so that I couldn't rise to my feet. I crawled across the open space of the street on my hands and knees. Only when I crossed the curb and felt a warm wall could I stand up again. And then I stood there, shaken and frantic. Morley Place must be very close, the little Red Cross girl waiting with her warm fire and hot tea. But where? Where? Suddenly, in the yellow blur of the nearest street lamp, a faint darkening of the fog caught my eye. It was not a figure this time. Only the shadow of the pole, grotesquely magnified. No, it moved. It came toward me. It was a figure, a woman. It came right up to me. Fear gripped me, and then I remembered the doctor's advice.
Don't ignore them. Treat them as real. Speak to them and go with them. You will soon prove their unreality then, and they will leave you.
And so I gripped the wall behind me and spoke to her. Lost your way like myself, haven't you, ma'am? Do you know where we are, Toll? Morley Place I'm looking for.
Where am I?
Well, I say you're more frightened than I am. May I help you?
I'm lost. I've lost myself. I can't find my way back.
Same here. I'm terrified of being alone, too. I've had shell shock, you know. Let's go together. We'll find our way together, eh?
Who are you?
Name's O'Reilly, Canadian. I'm going to have tea with a friend in Morley Place. What's your address? Do you know the name of the street here?
I came out suddenly, unexpectedly. I can't find my way home again. Just when I was expecting him to...
I say, steady, ma'am.
He may be there now, waiting for me at this very moment, and I can't get back.
Have you any idea of the direction, ma'am? Any at all? We'll go together.
Listen. I hear him calling. I remember.
Wait, ma'am. Wait. Don't leave me here alone. I'm going with you. Wait. She was running fast through the fog. It was all I could do to keep up with her. But I felt I must not lose her or my own nerves would go to pieces. How she found her way in the fog, running so quickly, I didn't know, but I kept close on my heels, running hard. I could smell a faint perfume in the air, trailing behind her. A faintly familiar odor, but not pleasant. And then suddenly she stopped and turned into the gate, so suddenly that I almost bumped into her. Oh, is this it? You found it, then. May I come in with you for a moment? Perhaps you'll let me telephone my doctor.
Doctor?
Yes, Dr. Henry at the Army Hospital. I'm in his care, you know.
My home is somewhere here. I'm near it. I must get back in time. For him. I must. He's coming to me.
I say, ma'am. But she turned and walked toward the house. For a moment I hesitated. This woman was acting very strangely. But no matter, she was at least real, and I needed help. Quickly, I followed her up the steps across the porch. The door was ajar. She slipped through, and I followed into the dark house. It was so dark inside, I couldn't see anything at first. I stopped, groping. But she went on quickly, easily, as if she knew the way. She was ignoring me completely. I heard her steps cross the hall, go up the stairs quickly. I waited and listened. She walked along the hall upstairs.
Where? Oh, where is it? I must find it.
And now the hair on my neck felt as if it were rising. Was she, after all, another of my figures? Was she unreal, too?
Oh, at last, I've found it. I'm home again.
I heard her open a door upstairs, go in and close it after her. Then there was silence, profound silence. And I was alone in a dark, unoccupied house. The white-covered furniture in the hallway loomed like ghosts, and there was no sound. I felt my panic coming back, but she was upstairs, and at least she was companionship. I groped my way up the stairs. Along the upstairs hall. There was no sign of life. Where are you? I want to help you. Which room are you in? There was no answer. But as I put my hand on a table to steady myself, I felt something. It was a candle stump. With a gasp of relief, I took it up and lighted it. Now I could see a little. One by one, I tried the bedrooms. They were dusty and unused. The furniture covered, the mattresses rolled up on the beds. They were all alike. Until I opened the last door. Instantly, I knew this was it. I smelled the perfume. Only now I recognized it, understood why it was unpleasant to me. It was the smell of a hospital, of chloroform. And there was the woman, her dark fur coat wrapped around her, her jewels just showing at the neck. And she was stretched out on the bed, motionless. Instantly, I knew she was dead. In the next instant, I thought I would go mad. The blood on her face was congealing. Her skin was cold. I knew then that she'd been dead for an hour at least, and that what I saw in the street was not real. This was the shock that Dr. Henry had warned me to avoid.
And what happened then?
Well, I heard the door open up downstairs. Someone came in. The one she'd been expecting, no doubt. And suddenly I realized the danger of my being found there beside a woman who had obviously been murdered. Well, I slipped into another bedroom, and when he went into that room with her, I slipped out and crept downstairs. I stumbled and he heard me, and I came out. I ran down and out into the fog, into the street and away. How long I ran or where, I don't know. When I was exhausted, I stopped. And then you came and found me. Well, what do you think? A tall tale, isn't it?
Yes. Strange, but not incredible. I see no reason to disbelieve anything you've told me. Things equally remarkable, equally incredible, happen every day in a big city. I know from personal experience. Oh, I could give you many instances.
But the woman, I saw her, and yet she was already dead.
Such things are hard to explain, perhaps cannot be explained, except, of course, your mind in its present state may still play tricks on you. Perhaps you saw a woman in the fog and followed her. You may have missed her and only thought you saw her go into that house.
But what about the dead woman? She was real enough.
Perhaps, perhaps not. She, too, may have been just fantasy. You may never have left the street.
No, I'm sure of that, at least. I must believe it. She was real, and the man who came up the stairs was real. If I didn't believe that, I think I should go mad.
Yes, perhaps that is important. Then, let me see. Have you any proof of what you saw? Something, perhaps, that you carried away with you?
None. But wait. I left something there. My hat. I left it on the bed beside her body. My initials were in it.
Ah?
And so, if it was all real, I shall be getting a visit from the police one day soon.
Perhaps.
And then I'll know. And I'll be charged with murder.
I don't think so.
You think the police would believe this fantastic story?
As I told you, many strange things happen in a city like this. For instance, I knew of a similar case many years ago. Strangely similar case. Almost a coincidence. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, I suppose so.
It happened during the last war. A colleague of mine, a surgeon now dead, married a charming girl, young and beautiful. He was wealthy, and they lived comfortably for many years. They seemed happy together. Then came the war, and he went overseas. His income was stopped, of course. The big house closed. His wife found life not so pleasant as before. And somehow she blamed her new hardships on him. You see, she was devoid of imagination, without any power for sacrifice. But she was still young and beautiful. The inevitable young man came along to console her. He was rich. They planned to go off somewhere. Only by chance, the husband came back from overseas suddenly. Just in the nick of time.
Well, he should have let her go. He was well rid of her, I'd say.
Well rid of her, yes. Only he decided to make the riddance final. He decided to kill her and her lover. You see, he loved her. He planned the time and place carefully. They met, he knew, in the big house, now closed. He waited for them there. The plan failed, however, in one important detail. She came at the appointed time, but without her lover. She found death waiting for her. Oh, completely painless death. But the lover did not come. The door had been left open for him. The house was deserted, and it was a foggy night, like tonight. But he did not come. Instead, a stranger came.
And where was the surgeon all this time?
Waiting outside, concealed in the fog. He saw the man go in, and he followed him to kill him. But the man was a stranger. He came in by chance, like you, to shelter from the fog.
I think that I should...
Why, what is the matter, sir?
Well, I really must be going.
Oh, of course, if you wish.
Thank you for your kindness and hospitality.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, young man. I enjoyed your story, although I confess I expected one a little different. Your coat?
Thank you.
I'll walk with you to the door and give you the directions. You're in luck. I think the fog's lifting a bit.
Doctor, may I ask, your friend, the surgeon, was he ever caught?
That's the part of the story I don't know. He was clever enough so that I doubt it. Unless he told somebody, made a confession.
I see.
And even so, unless that other person had some proof. Oh, by the way, you can't walk about in the fog without a hat. Here, it's an extra one of mine. You needn't trouble to return it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I went out of his consulting room with the hat on my head. In 10 minutes, I was at the tube station. It was only there that I permitted myself to take off the hat and look at it. It was my own. The hat I had left on the bed beside the dead woman.
Escape is produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and tonight brought you Confession by Algernon Blackwood, adapted for radio by John Dunkel, with Bill Conrad as O'Reilly, Ramsey Hill as the doctor, and Peggy Weber as the woman in the fog. Music was conceived and conducted by Cy Feuer. Next week...
You were trapped in the dark maze of the native quarter of Mozambique. A dead man at your feet, the police closing in around you. And beside you is a girl with whom you must escape.
Next week, we escape with Percival Gibbons' fast-moving adventure, second-class passenger. Good night, then, until this same time next week, when again we offer you Escape. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.